And it's legal, too. Bobby, we can play music and not get in trouble for the first time in 4 years.
Crank it up, baby.
I'm not breaking any rules.
How is that the case?
We're on YouTube. I don't know. They told us we're... Sally O'Neill got in touch with Rich and said, all right, Rich, make sure that you're up on...
for Sally.
Yeah, make sure that you play all the music that YouTube's got, concerts and stuff like that. You can't get in trouble.
If it was not intended to be sold, it's okay.
Oh, so we can play YouTube feeds.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
But live versions.
Live versions.
Like performed at American Music Awards or
amazing?
any place like that.
I only like live versions of songs anyway. I prefer live songs. So we're going to be happy here.
Nice.
We're going to be fucking happy.
You got to throw me. The DJ's taking a little request tonight here.
We're not up
extraordinaire.
yet.
Take a request.
I'm not sure. We're not showing that it's gone up yet. Why are we not up on YouTube? On Facebook. I don't know.
We are streaming.
We're streaming. Limo Talk. It's Graziadei. GovsRadio.com. GothamGoldGraz.com. Govs.com. We are in the O'Toole room. Michael O'Toole will not be here tonight, but Mad Dog Russo is going to call in and talk about Garrett Cole. To my left,
yes.
The greatest thing that's happened to this show in the last 8 years, because I sent you something from WGBB. Bobby Inzarello, Ins 41. Hello, Bob. How are you?
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's going on? Everything all
Nothing.
right?
I'm freezing my ass off.
It's cold. Listen, during the summer, you know how it's been here for 4 years.
It's cold outside.
In the summer, there's no air. We can't breathe. And in the winter, we can't get a fucking heat in here at all. Christ.
Yeah, it's really rough.
It's rough. It's part of the job. What happened? Where's my... You turned me on. What happened?
We just got fucking
I hit the button.
What?
I hit the button. I apologize.
Got kicked off?
No. I hit the button on YouTube.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
What's this?
Shot
in the dark.
A little Ozzy Osbourne.
All right, and to my right, board op extraordinaire, Richard Zarelli. Hello, Rich.
Hey, Graz.
What's going on?
I'm doing well.
All right, Jeff Bosey's expected to come in a little bit later.
Bosey.
Teresa Farrell is probably going to call in. We'll hear from her. Charlie Myers is not in yet. I don't know where he is, but we're here.
Charlie's sitting home right now saying, so wait a minute, Trump gets impeached and he still gets to stay in office. I don't know. I'm so disappointed.
What happened?
You know, it's so fucked up. These people really thought that they were going to be, they're voting on the impeachment now. They're voting. And when they're done and they say he's impeached, he's gone. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Still here. Hello.
Clinton wasn't gone. Neither was Johnson back in the early days.
That's right.
You know?
Andrew Johnson.
Can I ask
He's almost like the Placido Domingo of the group.
Yeah.
Where you wouldn't really know his name.
It's good that we have the three tenors.
we have the three tenors.
We have the three peachers. The three peachers. We have Trump, Clinton, and Johnson, who's the Placido.
I love how they all think they've actually accomplished something.
Nothing. Wasted 3 years.
Are you waiting?
Because when you come down to it, and you realize that it's going to go to the Senate, it is just as partisan as it was when they voted to impeach him. It'll be just as partisan when the dominant Republican Senate acquits him.
Hello.
And it's going to happen.
Hold on.
And nothing will happen.
This is what happens
and
when it gets to the
like
Senate.
We might be doing radio right now for nobody. We're not up on Facebook.
How are we not up?
I don't know. I'm not getting any. Bob, check if we're up on Govs Radio, please. I apologize because I can't find it. I don't know if I'm even allowed to see.
I have to do all this shit over.
We had to do a repeat.
Really?
Yeah. Am I right?
I got nothing.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I authenticated.
No Facebook. Greg DiFilippo. No Facebook.
No Facebook.
Greg DiFilippo.
No
good.
Facebook.
No Facebook. Greg, but you can hear us on the Govs Radio stream, right? GovsRadio.com. Greg, you got good radio. You're probably the only person that listened to it. That's fantastic. Hold on, he's writing back. Can you hear us?
At least he got it.
Did you hear us on the? We just did a. You're on Govs, but no Facebook. So we're on GovsRadio.com, but we're not on Facebook. We just did like a fantastic opening to the show.
How could we not be on?
I don't know. Here, put it down.
Hey, we got biz. Got biz.
We're streaming. Anyway,
so we're on GovsRadio.com. We'll entertain.
Suddenly my enthusiasm level just shrunk down to about a 3.
Why? You got Greg DiFilippo in Tampa. He's listening right now. He's going to give us a little bit of feedback. And this will be, we'll be able to do the replay on GothamGoldGraz.com. People will be able to listen.
People will listen, Ray. People will listen. People will come. People will come, Ray. People most definitely will come. The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America's been rolled by like an army of steamrollers.
So what's going on
Huh?
now?
I don't know. We're not on Facebook. We're on Govs Radio. But I think I'll tell you if we're on the live feed. If you go to Govs Radio, is the live feed.
It's a live feed.
Rich, I can't hear myself.
Sorry, I was dealing with the Facebook.
Oh, no problem. Oh, that's way better. Yeah.
Much better when I turn the mic on.
Oh, yeah. Coming at you.
What's up, Charlie?
So, what's up, man? So how come we can't get on Facebook? I don't understand. What's the tech?
We might be in Facebook
we're
jail.
working.
We're
listen,
not. We're never in Facebook
I have
jail.
just contacted tech support, and he's on the case.
Well,
so everybody
listen,
just
if you
stand
can't
by.
hear us on Facebook
worry.
right now, go to YouTube. Go to GovsRadio.com. We're live on YouTube right now. Charlie
Unless we're in
just sat down.
Facebook,
We're experiencing
are we still in Facebook
technical
jail? Is that why?
I don't
difficulties.
know.
Please
Have we
stand by.
ever
That could
been in
be.
I don't
Facebook
know.
jail?
Let's entertain people.
In case of an emergency, you'll be instructed where to tune.
There are exits at either end of the corridor.
Notice the exits.
Go to the left. Go to the right. So let's talk about you for a second.
Graz's hat can be used as a flotation device.
At least he said you had.
Well, all I got to say is I'm very happy. I'm not the only president that was impeached in the last 20 years.
That's amazing. I'm sorry.
It really
I'm
is.
sorry.
Charlie was thinking it's Christmas again. You know, he's like, "Oh, we got rid of him." No, you didn't.
No, I never thought that we got rid of him. I'm not proud of it at all. I think it's actually pretty damn bad. I mean, for ourselves, our country, and everything.
It
else,
is, it
you
is.
know? So all around,
is.
whether you support him or not, it's just a really terrible thing. I mean, forget what we think. Think about how other countries
They
are
think
looking
we're
at us
assholes.
now. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
We're lame.
pretty
They're
bad.
thinking, dude, look at stupid Americans. They elect
No,
people to
yeah.
fight against each
No,
other
it's-
in behind closed doors.
It's pretty
I mean,
bad. Yeah,
That's what they do. That's what we do. We
I
don't
know-
legislate. We don't do anything. We don't make laws. We don't pass bills. We don't do shit. All we do is try to kill the president that's in office at the time he's in if he's not on our side.
Ever
That's
since
what
he
we do.
got there.
Yeah, I mean, there's meddling on both sides. Obviously, no one's totally free of any guilt. But the fact is, the problem I would say now is the fact that we're so divided. I mean, the
Oh,
country,
more than
I
ever.
can never remember any time, I spent my lifetime. I mean, since the Civil War, do you think we've ever been this divided?
I would
since the
I would
Civil War?
compare this to the Civil War era when everybody hated the other side.
Just
That's it.
time out, everybody on Facebook. Just to let you know that we just did 8 minutes of fantastic radio. So if you went to GovsRadio.com and went to the YouTube section to watch now, like Greg DiFilippo in Tampa did, and a couple other people, you would have watched us because for 8 minutes we weren't up on Facebook, but now we are. So GovsRadio.com, Facebook page, we're up. GovsRadio.com if you go to listen now on the loop, and also if you want to watch now on YouTube.
Those lost 8 minutes can be found on the archive section of the Graz Limo Talk Graz lost episodes.
GothamGoldGraz.com.
Along with the Nixon tapes, where 18 minutes were erased.
I had to tell you, I have a friend of mine named Jack. He lives in San Diego, and
Is his last name Mehoff?
No, I'm not mentioning. He got in trouble. He got in trouble in San Diego, and he was away for a couple of weeks. And he said he was allowed to go to the library. And he said, I went to your GothamGoldGraz.com archives, and I listened to an old show that was like 3.5 years ago. He goes, you guys were good then. He goes, you guys are phenomenal now. I go, you out now? He goes, yeah, I'm out now. He goes, I'm out.
Yeah, we sound so much better in jail.
Yeah,
we do.
Well, we are in Facebook.
When it's
jail.
all
I
you
am-
got,
I
it's
am.
awesome.
I can't share the show. So anybody that's listening, if you could share the show in different podcast sections and share it, I'm going to share it to Charlie and Bobby.
Well,
I
how come
can't
I'm not
do it
getting
because
it?
I'm in personal
For
Facebook
any
jail.
other unreformed ex-convicts, we sound a lot better from a distance. You know,
Yes,
no
yes.
need to come to the studio.
Well, to be honest with you, Jack turned to me the other day. I go, so I go, you all right? He goes, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. He goes, a couple, a little slip up. I said, so what'd you do? He goes, the last week they allowed me in the library. So I went on the computer. He goes, and I was listening to shit. And then I went to Gov's Radio, and he goes, I always hear you always say that GothamGoldGraz.com. He goes, I went to it. He goes, I went to a couple of your first shows. He goes, when you had that kid B-Mel and Thomas and O'Toole, and he rattles them off. I'm like, holy shit, he knew him. And he says, you're doing a great job now. You did a good job back then.
We're big in the can.
Yeah, we're big in the
We're big in the can.
We're big in the can.
Where there's 3 walls and a set of bars, we're great.
When you've got a 12-inch black and white TV, I'll tell you, we are the pinnacle
So I
of
took
entertainment.
that as a compliment. I mean, I'm with San Diego. The guy's listening to in the library, and he's in jail.
He's in the clink.
The guy's eating his meals out of a stainless steel bowl, listening to our show. I love it.
He's eating out of the same thing he shits out of, enjoying an old show from Gotham Gold Graz.
Yeah. So Sally.
Hey.
Okay. Now here's what's going to happen. That man's going to come in, and he's going to sit next to Bobby because I want them to see him. Nigel. Do you know who? Are you friends with Nigel?
Okay.
All right. And then we're all going to
still
shift
be on.
over.
You're gonna shift
so
this
we can
way,
get
and
all
all four of you be on
Charlie,
there.
shift over a little bit. You stay there. Put Nigel on the end. I want Nigel.
Graz,
Nigel, come in.
Come to me a little
Come
bit.
in, Nigel.
Hey, I'm coming in.
Nigel Fullerton. Nigel Alexander Fullerton.
Let's see if I can fit here.
Nigel. Charlie Myers.
I do have nice sneakers.
Well, they're
on.
about to
See
get
that?
fucked up, so.
What's going on?
Nigel, it's
Nigel, this is Bobby
I've
Inns.
met you before.
And I'm Graz, and that's Richie Z.
I've met you before. Met you
Yep.
Z too. Yeah, hey.
Put
what's going on?
the
What's up,
headphones
Nigel?
All
on.
right, let's do this. Let's make it official. All right, I'm here. Limo Talk Live. Let's do this.
There you go.
Oh, great. Budweiser. You know black people don't drink Budweiser. You know,
Well, that's a
Coke-
Bud Light. Not that I'm assuming you're on a diet,
I
but
mean,
I just
like,
figured that's what we
You
had, you
know,
know?
Coke 45 or some more liquor or something like that.
no.
Billy
I'm trying to
D.
fit into
Old
your
English,
stereotype
Old
here,
English.
man.
Billy D. Williams has not dropped anything off to the studio recently, so yeah. We had some St. Ides scheduled, but you know
Oh,
the
man.
holidays,
Crooked
shit gets
letter
delayed,
I.
you know.
All right, let's get right to it.
All right, let's do it.
You were here tonight, right?
I'm here. Yeah, I was up on stage tonight.
You're only allowed to promo anything that you're doing in Maguire's in Bohemia or the Maguire's is in Bohemia.
is that a new rule?
It's the brokerage in Belmore and here at the Governor's in Levittown.
So I'm not performing at any of those places.
See, that's the problem. I
won't be
No, but
performing
you
there
should
on
promote
on
your
April
website,
1st,
and maybe
3rd,
it's
and
listed
7th.
How
there.
about this? This is what you guys do. If you guys like me today, I want you to email Governor's Comedy Club and tell them you want me as a regular here.
Wow.
That
There you
works,
go.
right?
That works.
That works. If you guys like me. If you don't, you tell me to piss off, whatever you want to tell me.
Tell them what's your website or where can they catch
Well,
you?
you can find me on Instagram at Nigel Fulton _. That's the best way to find me. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Somebody's calling, very professional. Is this a calling guest?
Mr. Harwood.
Yeah, it's one of my drivers.
You're the worst Robin Quivers I've ever seen.
Okay, hold on.
Robin would never do that.
Put him on speak. Hello, Limo Talk. Who's this?
Look who the fuck it is.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
It's Ford Fairlane.
Dude, how the fuck you doing?
I'm great. You're on the air. Can I ask you why you're bothering him on a Thursday night at like 9 o'clock?
I thought that shit show of yours fucking got canceled.
No. You know, I know where you live. I'm going to smack the shit out of you when I see you, okay? Because you're being mean.
Listen, I don't think you can get your fucking big fat arm up that high.
Lord.
Say hello to Bobby.
Oh, so it's not just us that talks to him like this. Wow, it's a fucking epidemic.
it's a lot of people picking on me.
Listen, it's a former employee talking to him because he's a fucking asshole. That's why.
Oh gosh. All right, goodbye. Now I'm hanging up, Dick. Talk to you. See you for Christmas.
For those of you that know, it's Graz Appreciation Night here
Yeah,
at the
sounds
studio.
like it.
So if anybody wants to call in with some fond stories of our friend here.
It seems like your friends really love you.
516-465-3990 if you'd like to call in and tell me I'm a douchebag.
Oh my
It's
God.
shit on Graz night. Call in.
But don't call in yet, because we're talking to Nigel. Nigel, I got
worst
some
guy to
stuff
put on the air
I'm
right
trying to find out about. First
about what?
off,
Okay. What did I do?
comedy-wise,
Okay.
do you just do stand-up? Do you dabble in any skits? Do you have you been like an extra in like the Biggie movie or something? Like no, I'm just saying.
You're interviewing me.
I am. I'm
Nigel,
just
hold
saying,
on. Nigel, don't answer that first of all because it's Limo Talk or Graz, but Charlie must have been in the parking lot and he smoked himself a
He lit up.
personality.
He lit up.
And now,
That's all good.
and now he'll come in with some educated questions.
Well, sir,
Nigel.
if you did your research on me, I have an IMDb page.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I have played in movies such as Roxanne. I've been on the Netflix show The Get Down, and I've also played Biggie Smalls.
Seriously?
I'm sure
Yes,
this
I
when
did.
you really played
Yeah,
Biggie.
I know.
Really played Biggie
Yeah, I know.
Smalls.
But you didn't know, so I had to do that.
I mean, I wasn't trying to typecast you.
Time out. When did you?
I did a documentary with Ice-T called Who Shot Biggie and Tupac, and I did the recreation scenes of Biggie getting shot.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did they use like a shadow of your face, or did they?
No, they used my
straight up-
face.
Oh,
Like, I shaved my beard and whatnot. And I had on glasses, obviously.
because you couldn't do the crooked eye.
I wasn't going to do, they didn't have enough budget for CGI in my eye.
Right.
So, so yeah, I played Biz Markie. I played basically any fat black rapper.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm trying to write a big pun movie and like get some makeup so I look Puerto Rican.
Yeah, they'd have to lighten you up a little bit for Big Pun, but
Maybe
yeah.
the Fat Boys. Whoever. Hey, Hollywood, I'm doing this. Let me know.
I'm telling you, this guy's already been half of the '90s rap groups I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
So here we go. So you do stand up as well,
I do stand up as well.
and how long you been in the stand up game?
Too long.
I smoked
Too
a
long.
lot before this.
These are the standard
It's a
questions.
huge blunt.
He's hanging out with us all night. He's
I'm
gonna get
hanging
all
out
his.
with you guys,
he's
man.
not going anywhere until he leave, right? Are you hanging? We're going till 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Well, I'll do at least till 11. I don't know what time it is now.
it's
The last question is scheduled for 10:55. So
All right, cool.
best place you've done stand up
Best place I've done stand up.
besides Governor's in Levittown, the brokerage. And
I'm not allowed to say what the best place.
Right.
The best
No,
place that
no,
I've ever done
no.
stand up.
Yeah. Besides this,
There's
hey, in my bedroom, you know.
there was a place. There was a place that in Pennsylvania. I think it's called Quakertown, and it's very, very interesting because at this place, I didn't know it at the time, but the Ku Klux Klan was in there.
oh shit!
They were in the audience.
no, wait.
Disguised as Amish.
No, the Klan was in the audience. I didn't know whatsoever. It wasn't until after the show they were like, "Yo, Bobby loved you, and he doesn't even like black people."
Oh shit!
Wow.
I'm like, "Who's Bobby?"
Listen,
What?
when you kill in front of an audience of Klansmen,
When you
I
kill
would have just
against-
quit comedy right there. I'd have been like, "There's nothing more I could do in
No,
this game."
because if I quit comedy, you have to actually know that I'm still alive.
Right.
So I have to still.
So they
keep
left
doing
their
it.
hood. They left.
Exactly.
What'd you say?
So they laughed their hoods off.
Exactly. I looked at them at the whites of their eyes.
Oh shit!
You played in the hood. Now you played to the hoods. That's good. All right. So they were really good. They liked you.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
They converted now.
Yeah, I didn't expect
You
that at all.
You brought them around.
Yeah, I'm that guy on.
Guys, put water on that cross. Fuck it. Fuck it.
We're not.
like,
Tonight's not the
but
night.
you know
We're gonna
what's
take a
funny?
break.
You know what's funny? There is a Netflix documentary.
I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw it about
Daryl or whatever his guy. Yeah.
He's a okay. Tell me about it.
So he's basically a black guy that goes around from clan member to clan member and convinces them not to be racist anymore, and they actually end up giving them their hoods. So he's going to Grand Wizards, he's going to
Really?
all these different people, and they've been giving him for like good 20 years.
They're like best friends. Don't
yeah,
they
he's like best friend. He goes to the meetings with
That's
them.
because they're all frauds anyway.
He's
They
like
are.
scalping them in a way.
They're not
like
committed.
A new age
They're not
scalping.
committed enough.
Actually,
They're not committed
he's
enough.
Clayton Bigsby.
Really? Wow. He's a pretty good salesman if he's doing that. You would think he kind of might have had some wasted talent. He could be out there selling something else. I mean, he's selling that.
So selling drugs? You want him to sell?
No, not drugs. I'm just saying.
What else would he sell?
I don't know, vacuum cleaners.
This
anything.
man is selling love.
That's true.
He's selling against hate.
That's true, and he
No,
does,
it's not
and he
true
does
bec-
have a Netflix deal, so he's
Yeah.
doing something right.
So when he's done with them, they actually hate white people. That's good.
That's amazing. There's a lot to hate.
and they're converting to Judaism.
Has he been to a bar when Sweet Caroline comes on?
No.
That's when you really have to hate.
Oh, good times. All right.
It's either that or Don't Stop Believing. You guys lose your fucking minds.
No.
Not all of us. Some of us.
Some of you guys. Okay.
Some of us stopped believing a long time ago. Nigel. All right. Some of us stopped believing.
You married? Girl? Anything?
Girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
She support everything you're doing?
Girlfriends support everything I'm doing.
Yeah, those words just go together.
Where does that
like
happen?
Poetry.
Unless I'm making money, she doesn't support it.
Well, now you're part of my group, so we're going to put together a nice show here in the little room.
Oh, nice.
And you're going to jump on with us.
Oh, nice.
And you're going to hang out with us.
Am I replacing Jeff Bosey?
We were gonna have Biggie Smalls.
Bosey's getting
as
a
the
cake
headliner.
now.
To be honest with you, you're replacing Teresa Farrell.
Oh, God, no.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Oh, my goodness.
Tea time with Teresa. Hello.
Good morning, good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Good
I like
morning.
Teresa.
Hold on. Limo Talk. It's Teresa Farrell. Who's this? Hello?
Great call. Thank you.
Hello?
Who is that?
There's somebody there. Can you
I
put
think
him
it's
on?
Hello?
the first
Hello?
time in a long time.
Hello?
First
What do you
time.
say there, Mikey? Mikey the Man out of fans. Total Mets Baseball 2019, baby.
Hello, Mad Dog. How are you?
Feels fine there, Mikey. How you doing there?
I'm doing good. I know you're in a hurry. I know it's very cold where you are and there's no heat, correct?
Got heat in the house, but if I go in the house there, Mikey, I'm going to wake up the whole neighborhood. So I'm going to stand out here on the porch for a few minutes and talk with you fellas.
All right.
What are you, fucking Kreskin? How do you know he's got no heat? What do you-
Because we discussed it before the show. I do talk to. By the way, Mad Dog, Chris Mad Dog Russo
Yeah, Mikey.
from High Heat, and Mike and the Mad Dog. Nigel Fullerton is in the studio. Mad Dog.
Hey, Nigel from Naranac. Go ahead.
He remembers me from the Marinette?
Charlie Myers is here too. Mad Dog.
Hey, Charlie from Topeka. How you doing there, Charlie?
And Bobby Inzarello's here.
Hey, Bobby from Babylon. Long time, first time. Go ahead.
And Richie Zarelli's here.
Richie! I was just saying now there, Mikey.
So, Mad Dog, what's your take on Garrett Cole holding up a sign and professing his love for the Yankees and taking $335 million from them?
324.
324.
Brought a tear to my eye there, Mikey.
Yeah. What's your take on the fact that Cespedes is taking a pay cut this year in 2020?
Step in another hole and he's going to make $40 million.
Well, now they're saying he's trade bait now. They're thinking of trade.
Who's going to trade for
The
Yoenis?
White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays are interested in him.
Really?
Oh my God.
I hear the Blue
Are they
Jays
really?
into
Yeah,
it,
no,
too.
You like
The
baseball?
Wichita
No.
home jumpers, Mikey.
Wait a minute, hold on. You like baseball, Nigel. Tell me you do.
I don't.
No? What do you
No.
like? What's your favorite sport?
Obviously, I like basketball.
Why?
Why is
No,
that
that's why
obvious?
is that obvious? Because you're
Because
black?
No, because it's actually entertaining.
See, it is?
All right.
I'm missing the entertainment value.
Yeah,
of the
well,
NBA.
listen, I got to tell you something. Hold on. Mad Dog, I know you're freezing out there, but I want to hold on a
That's
second.
right, Mike. Yeah, I'm full porky pigging it out here, Mike.
Does that mean he has no pants on? I don't understand the.
Do you have your pants on, Mad Dog?
The reference there, Mikey. I'm full swinging the balls. I'm a swinging dick in the wind there, Mikey.
How's your kumquat? And
I
your,
never heard Chris Mad Dog Russo say "swinging my dick." That's amazing. That was fucking amazing.
Not,
tonight.
not
I
swinging
could
my
go
dick
home
there,
now.
Mikey. I am a swinging dick, Mikey.
he
That's
says
an
he's a
expression.
swinging dick. It's his expression. And also, it's his kumquat and his duty hole.
Well, I'll tell you how I got
I'm
to
going to take a break.
What'd you say, Mad
Not
Dog?
really quickly. I'll just tell you how I got out of here, and then I got to go.
Okay.
Here's the deal. Here's how it all ended up.
Okay.
I'm in the kitchen. I'm cooking up a nice dinner. We enjoyed it. The wife and I were having a great time. I was cleaning up a little bit, and I spilled a little bit of that palm olive on the floor there, Mikey.
Okay.
So I fell straight down, right into the dishwasher, cut my pants wide open there, Mike.
Okay. Are you
Next thing
okay?
you know, I'm okay, but next thing you know, I got my coot, my prune shoot hanging out, and I got to go outside and air it out.
All right. Well, were the kids around when your poop shoot or whatever was hanging out?
I have haven't seen before, Mikey.
Nothing they haven't seen before. That's a little disturbing, Mad Dog. You know
Why
that.
would they have seen it before?
Yeah, really. It's a little slightly disturbing, Mad Dog.
That's all right. That's how we do up in the Mad Dog residence. We got the wine going. We got the swinging balls. We're good.
All right. I just I wanted to wish you and your lovely wife and your children a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, and a happy New Year. And I wish, yes, I would have said that.
We just
it's
ended
not.
Nigel's here, so we're going to talk about Kwanzaa.
Now you think I celebrate Kwanzaa?
No,
But we think you do love the NBA, so what the fuck? I mean, you went there.
Close enough.
Mad Dog, I will wish you just nothing more than health, wealth, and happiness. And I can't wait.
And
I can't wait to see you in 2020. Okay.
That's right, Mikey. I want to thank all the listeners for tuning in to Mike and the Mad Dog all year long. It's been a great year.
Okay.
We've got a lot of good stuff going on. Mikey's come, Mikey's gone, Mikey's back, Mikey's here, Mikey's there. Doesn't matter where he is. It's Mike and the Mad Dog show all year long there, Mikey. So appreciate everybody for all the warm feelings and everything that's going on, and we hope to have a great year next year.
Thank you very much,
See you
Mad
later,
Dog.
Mad
Say
Dog.
goodbye.
I want to thank everyone for calling into the show, Mike and the Mad Dog. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, Mad Dog Russo.
That was really Mad Dog?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
really Chris
shit.
Mad Dog Russo.
I see why Mike Francesa left him.
Yeah, well,
I'll tell you.
So, all right, let me ask you about the NBA. You're
Okay.
talking to three
We
gentlemen.
can talk about baseball, too. I'm aware of it.
All right, no, I know.
I'm aware of it. I'm aware that they're
I
out
know
there
that
on the
it's a
It
field.
sport.
exists.
I know that guy got a lot of money for like 9 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
324 million.
All right, just to let you know, that Gov's Comedy
it was
Club
7 years,
Radio, our own radio
Okay.
Oh, it's not.
Facebook
Very
page,
cool.
said, Happy Holidays,
Good for
fellas.
5.
All the best to you and your families. And then Greg DiFilippo said, what's up, gentlemen? And then Greg DiFilippo said, Charlie looks like a half-liquored Squidward.
Thank
Wait,
you,
why
Greg.
are we thanking people in the middle of a conversation?
No, just because I want to
It's
get
okay.
to... and,
I'm surprised Govs watches their own shows.
Gov's Comedy wants to know, did you play Rerun?
Did I play Rerun?
Yes.
Who said that?
Gov's Comedy Club Radio.
They asked if I played Rerun.
Yes.
Yes, I have played Rerun. Thank you.
You have?
No.
Question from Billy from the Clan.
Like
Somebody asked me the question.
I look like Rerun. I want to see what this person looks like.
Mason Reese. Oh, you never heard of him.
I think he
No
looks
way.
more like Biggie than
So,
Rerun.
so I think the debate that's about to go down is basically the debate of which one is more entertaining. We won't say better. We'll say which one is more entertaining
Okay.
between baseball and basketball. Okay,
They're two different animals completely.
Well, it's obviously that they're two different things, but the debate seems to say that Nigel obviously favors basketball to baseball. You obviously favor baseball to basketball. So
Yeah, considering that's all.
I also think it's a generational thing too,
not really. It's
because my grandfather's a big time Mets fan, and I grew up like watching like all the Mets games and everything like that. So I just think a lot of like people watch more basketball now than baseball. If you look at ESPN right now, and if you watch like First Take or if you watch like any of the show Sports Center, it's more basketball driven than it is baseball.
But why are the
it's
ratings?
basketball season right
But the
now.
ratings are
I
terrible.
mean-
The ratings are taking it in.
Yeah,
the pooper.
basketball ratings are
The ratings are
I
horrible
don't
right
watch
now.
basketball. I can't. The only time I will
Right.
watch basketball is when I have to at the Garden. But the thing is, baseball is you can be up 2-0 and say, okay, let's hold them. Basketball, if it's 2-0, you've got so long to go. It could be 24-20.
I feel like you have a long time to go with baseball.
No.
your
I'm-
attention span has
I
a lot
can't.
to do with
It
which
does.
one you're going
Yeah.
to favor.
I have a very
If you can sit and be patient and watch and pay attention,
I can watch
baseball
hockey
is going to be
beautifully.
more of your thing. If you want a little bit more fast pace, like I've taken my girlfriend to a baseball game, I've taken my girlfriend to a basketball game. She had more fun at the basketball game because for her to be there live, there was so much going on, so much action, the slam dunks,
It was the T-shirts. She liked the T-shirts.
The T-shirts, the girls
She liked the
came
T-shirt
out,
game.
Yeah,
they
France.
danced,
Yeah,
and we had a great time at the Yankee game too, but mainly because we treated the Yankee game like a picnic. We went there with beers, we hung out, and we didn't, she didn't necessarily watch the baseball game, whereas she watched the basketball game. So I enjoy both, but I think a majority of people nowadays with the phone and everything else are going to be more prone to be either basketball or hockey fans because it's just more fast paced.
I think
that's
hockey.
just
Do
what it
you watch hockey at all?
There's a no there.
Do you want to go with the stereotypes or not? Because every time.
Why don't you watch hockey? But why not?
I am not going to go and ask what kind of food you like. I am not.
Right.
All right.
The farthest I go,
What's refreshing on a hot summer day, Nigel? Come on.
cold Coke Fort now. Governor's beer.
Cubs beer.
No, I just never got into hockey. Besides watching the Mighty Ducks,
Have you ever been to a live hockey game?
I've never been to a live.
I'll
hockey
take
game.
you. I'll make a deal with you. I
Okay.
promise you 2 things.
All right.
Bobby and I this summer will go to a Met game
Okay.
and we'll go to a hockey game.
I've
I
been
get tickets.
to a Mets game.
Okay,
too.
no wait. I bet you when you come out of there, you're going to tell me that you had such a good time. You're going to want to go again.
I probably would have more fun at the hockey game.
Yes.
than I
You
will.
would
The
basketball-
hockey games
the
are
baseball
great.
game.
Hockey is so much better to see in person than it is to watch on
No
TV.
question.
Hey, listen, I told you I love the Mighty Ducks, so
All right,
Bas-
so
basketball's
are you
better to
interested in
see
hanging
live.
out with a bunch of elderly white men to go
I
watch?
I do that all the time at Governor's Comedy Club.
Don't mind the
I'm-
Netflix camera crew that's going to be
I'm
following
like
you
a
around.
chocolate chip in a bowl of milk half the time, so I'm cool with it.
All right, cool.
I don't have a problem.
All right, cool. So we go. You want to go to hockey game? What do you want?
I don't go
Just
anywhere with black
hockey in the
people,
summer?
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy from Quaker
Clan.
Town,
From the clan.
The views of Bobby and Zarello are not the views of GubsRadio.com, GothamGoGraz.com.
All we're talking about here is race shit. Come on, let's get
Let's
off it.
stop talking about race. Let's
I
talk
was
about
actually
something
asking if he liked hockey and stuff like that.
else. Yeah,
Well, that's kind of.
I don't know.
racist.
I don't know too many black people that like.
I know a bunch. That's not true. I know
I
a
said
lot.
I don't know.
Right.
You probably know all of them because they probably go to games with you.
All right, you want to hear my story about me walking
All
in the
three.
Graz brings all his black friends to
All
hockey
three.
games.
Every
Always.
time Graz meets a black guy, he's like, "Hey, you want to
He's
come
like,
to a
hey,
hockey
hey,
game?" He's
John
like,
Starks. Hey,
I'm
you like hockey?
I'm really trying to diversify
like
the
the
parking lot
Rangers?
at Nassau Coliseum. Could you?
I
maybe come
have friends.
How do you feel about Dolan? I see that you're a Rangers fan. How do you feel about Dolan?
I think Dolan's done a great job for the Rangers end because he leaves them alone. I think he's a terrible owner for the Knicks. I think he's destroyed the Knicks.
He has.
I think the last 6
I
games.
can't be in on this.
Okay.
oh,
The
you know Dolan
no,
first?
no, no.
He's gonna-
He has recently started a position, and he's in the city, and
Oh, got
Were
you.
you
Yeah,
just
Dolan's
like
gonna kick you out.
so
He's gonna
I
be treated like Anthony Mason.
yeah, I don't want. So I just think that they need to step
Charles
it up.
Oakley.
They need to step it up a notch.
Sorry, Anthony Mason's dead.
Yeah, God.
Sorry.
I mean,
My bad.
How dare you?
They need to step it up a notch, but I want to get away from that subject because I forgot.
What about those Wilpons?
How about him? Selling that team.
Listen, Dolan's been talking a lot. He's open to the idea of possibly selling the team. He's
To
more
who?
Of a
No, he's not.
He's not gonna sell that.
Well,
He's
I
not
don't
gonna sell
know.
the
I don't know.
Garden.
I don't know if he's going to sell it.
Who
or not,
else
but he
is going to
said-
open for Bruce Springsteen?
God only
true.
knows. He
Exactly.
he's
That's
not a
what's
bad
that's
guy.
what it's all
He's
about to him.
Yeah, Dolan wants to perform in front of everybody. Doesn't matter, Elton John, anybody that's big there.
He's
Like,
got
who
he's got that
doesn't?
Trayvon Martin song. Do you know that?
No, I
Dolan?
didn't know
He
that.
does.
Listen, the
He has-
last 6 games I've been pretty impressed with them. The
have.
coach has them playing that they actually said on the radio the other day. I listened to him that they're trying to get to the playoffs. Everybody's playing for each other, and they want to get
The
to the
Knicks
playoffs.
are trying to get to the playoffs?
Yeah, that's what one
That's
of
amazing.
They have 8 wins.
when wait.
No,
when
they've
he
been
said
winning.
that, the
They
reporter
just put up
Paul-
130,
the
140
something.
Yeah, but I heard there was
What's the other
I
one?
heard there was dissension in the Atlanta Hawks locker room that
There
they
was.
basically didn't play.
Yeah,
so
there-
they basically threw the game. It was
Yeah.
it was a thrown game.
Most of the games that the Knicks win are thrown.
Well,
games.
that's what I'm. But wait a minute. Now they're
don't know
talking.
about that.
I'm a big Knicks fan. Don't get me wrong.
I am-
I'm just a realist.
I'm
when
a
it
net.
comes to
I'm a
myself.
net fan. And
Oh,
I'm
my
a net
God.
fan, and I've been a net fan since Julius
Julius
Erving.
Erving. I knew you were gonna say
at
that.
the ABA in the
Yeah.
Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah.
So right.
I got
I
a
was
friend.
a Net
the same
fan
thing.
before Julius Erving.
Oh my God.
Bill Melchione.
That's right.
Bill Melchione, Larry Keenan, and John Williamson.
Do you know any of these people they're talking about?
Dude.
This is
Hey.
I know you're gonna say
He's
ABA
fit.
stuff.
We're in our 50s. I know. Well, you're in your 30s, right? Early.
Yeah, I'm 36.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
This
these
is
are.
when they were in the ABA, when they had the red, white, and blue
Yeah, I've
basketball.
seen
Right.
the videos on it.
And Julius Erving came in when they were still in the ABA, and when the Nets entered the NBA, part of their deal was they sold Julius Erving to get the money to join the NBA.
Yeah.
They sold him for
They sold him for a
76ers.
washing machine.
Nigel, move over. I want you to get in the camera a little bit so people
okay.
can see you.
Hold on. People can see me?
Yeah, right
Hey,
there.
people, I'm black.
No, you're good.
I don't know if you knew this.
He's good. Now he's
This
good.
guy, Nigel.
So, I think that there's a chance. Listen. We
What,
were the
that
same
the
guys.
Knicks make
We
the
were the same
playoffs?
guys that the Mets were, 10 games under in May, and we're all saying, "Hey, listen, we got a chance here to make a run," and we made a run.
Yeah.
But I will tell you something right now. I'm a big Net fan, but I'm rooting for the Knicks. I
Yeah,
think
but
that,
we're talking about in each conference, 8 teams make the playoffs, right?
yeah.
All right, so how are they going to be one of the qualifying 8, the Knicks?
Well,
I mean,
it could
Because I
happen.
can't
Well,
even
the
think of the other
the
seven.
NHL
is
It could happen.
similar.
I can't even think of the 7
if
playoff
you think
teams.
about in the Eastern Conference, let's not even worry about the Western Conference.
Right.
If you think about 76ers, Celtics, Heat has a run. Who else?
The Bucks.
Nets.
The Bucks,
I
obviously.
named 4 teams. The Bucks, yeah, that's 5 teams.
Detroit,
Detroit's
maybe.
not that great right now.
Charlotte,
No.
Atlanta.
See, that's what
Atlanta,
I'm saying. I
no.
can't even
All right,
think
well,
of those teams.
that's
Well,
right.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Stuff up for
the-
the
grabs.
Knicks might be able to
get that 8 spot.
To get that 8 spot.
And they talked about it, but here what I was trying to say
Right.
to you before is the reporter paused when the guy. I think it's
Yeah.
it's the tall center, Allen. No, that's Jared Allen's on the Nets, but the tall center for the Knicks.
You're talking
Randall.
Yes, it was Randall. So Julius Randall.
Julius Randle. Yeah.
So he even says on there, he goes, "Well, listen, we're all playing hard for each other. We like Coach. Blah 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 blah." He goes,
So I guess they didn't like the other coach.
"Yeah." He goes, "We like Coach and everything else. Blah
No,
blah
they
blah.
didn't.
We're playing for each other."
Right.
And the reporter paused for a second. He goes,
Nobody
So what are
did.
you trying to say? Playoffs? He goes, "Playoffs. Yeah." That's
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
But they have to say playoffs.
Yeah, but you haven't heard that about the Knicks lately. And for them, listen, they're 3-3.
Hey, I hope they do. I mean,
Yeah, that would be great. I
would love it.
They're not 3-3.
They're not 3-3.
3-3 in the last 6 games. They're
They
they're
won the
4
last
and-
two,
They were
yeah.
They're actually
3-1.
4-3 out of the last 7 games.
all right, you're looking at the Milwaukee Bucks are 24-4. The
Right.
Celtics are 18-7. The Heat's 20-8.
There you go.
The Raptors are 19-8.
Raptors, I forgot.
The 76ers are 20-9.
I named
the
them.
Pacers are 19-9.
There you
And
go.
the Nets are 15-2.
The
About
Nets.
12. All right.
The Knicks
So
are 7 and
the Knicks are ahead of the Hawks
28.
at 7-21.
Thank
Do
you.
you, do you know what's
yeah.
sad if you look at the Nets organization on how quickly they moved a team from New Jersey to Brooklyn, have a great team, have been putting a great team on the court for all these years, and been playoff contenders.
Yeah.
And they just came and did this, and you think about the Knicks, who have been since how long, and they've never even come, like, since 90s, 95, whatever, 96, come close to that. It's amazing what ownership
not
does.
amazing.
It's the difference between the Nets and the Knicks is the ownership. It's and what the
you
Knicks
know what
could
happens
be.
you know what happens though when you're in a situation where you're playing in front of that crowd at the Garden, you can't put together a piecemeal team and say, "Oh, we're going to build for a couple of years." It doesn't work.
Hey, I mean-
so what they always do is they try to get some stars and bring them in and hope it works out. And that's
I
the
mean,
hard
now
part
that they're
about
in
it.
Brooklyn,
Never
I mean,
does.
when they were in New Jersey, they had Kerry Kittles and
it-
Keith Van Horn.
But it works for them in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's not
Drazen
like
Petrovic.
the pressure of being at Madison Square Garden is incredible to
It
play in
is.
front of a crowd that's not going to sit there and let you rebuild. They're not.
Dennis Murphy wished us all a Merry Christmas. So, Dennis, we wish you a Merry
Dennis.
Christmas.
Yeah, you too.
Natalie,
Eddie, I said hi.
Natalie Myers, Charlie Myers' sister said that your girlfriend is a Caucasian, is white. That's what she said.
Yours?
Is that a diss?
His girl, no. Natalie
Hey.
Myers says his girlfriend is white.
Okay.
Teresa
Who, yours
Farrell.
is? I love Teresa Farrell.
Teresa Farrell said, "Hello, man. I look cuter next to Bobby than Charlie does."
Teresa's girlfriend is white also.
And and Natalie Myers says Bobby looks like he's having the best time.
Who said that?
Charlie Myers'
I'm
sister,
still
Natalie.
trying to figure out my girlfriend's wife.
Yeah, that's what Natalie-
hilarious.
Yeah, well, is it Teresa? Are you going out with
She's
Teresa?
not.
She's
But,
not.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
She looks
so
good.
then she's not talking about you. She's
Limo
talking
Talk.
about
Nigel
me.
Fulton's girlfriend's white. Who's this?
This is Jason. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Jason Boyers.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
I'm good. You guys are going to die
We're gonna die. Why?
because your show really rocks.
Oh,
Awesome.
Oh, I didn't know it was up to this
You're gonna
segment
kill
of the
us
show.
'cause
We're
it's
just
so
going to have
good.
more
Thank
on
you.
call.
Jason from
All right.
Camp Crystal Lake
I
here.
know.
Jason. Yeah. All right. So, Merry Christmas to you and your family, Jason. All right. I hope Santa Claus brings you lots of good gifts.
Oh, I know, but he's coming to get you too.
Okay. All right.
Santa.
All right.
He's coming down the chimney.
I
You
know.
know what? Well, hold on. I got to stop laughing. Hold on. This has been hysterical. All right, let me get my breath. Go on. What do you got? What else you got?
I know who this is.
No, you don't know who this is.
Yes, I do know who it is. Hold on. I'm going to
No,
do an
you don't.
impression of a black man. You ready? In 2 seconds. In 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what the hell is this, man? This shit's crazy, man. Come on, man. Oh, you ain't gonna answer now, huh?
Oh,
Ran out of
no.
daytime minutes, man.
You must
Go
die.
1-800 collect, motherfucker.
You must die now.
All right. Dennis Murphy, Merry Christmas to you and the family. Give Dorian a kiss. I love you, all right?
You
I
are
ain't Dennis Murphy.
now.
Get it right. This is Jason Warriors.
All right, Jason. Good night, Jason. We love you. Merry Christmas to you and the family.
Way to pick up on the whole Christmas theme.
Did Jason go to the resource room?
I don't know, but I hung up on Jason. Oh, please.
Like, what happened?
Now I got people calling in
that
trying
was
to
the
be.
weirdest
What's
call
going
in the
on?
world.
Dude, you know what?
Those are our regulars.
Yeah, we
so,
got regulars here, Nigel. I'm trying to get.
okay.
That's why I put it on your page. Hopefully, I'll get something different. You know what I mean?
I
Couple
don't
of your
think you're going to
friends.
get anything. So far, you haven't offered me fried chicken or anything.
What? It's stereotyping.
I'm just playing with
He's pulling out all the
stereotypes, people.
stereotypes.
All right, hold on.
He's got
Should
them
I-
all.
Bobby,
got 'em
it's
all.
your choice
Oh.
right now on Limo
Jeez.
Talk. With only a couple hours left, do I take this phone call?
Nah,
Bob?
not at all.
Not at all. All right.
All right,
Unless
let's
they
do it.
text us and
What's
tell
up?
us who it is.
All right. Sorry, we're not taking your phone calls tonight. Nigel Fullerton
Hey, what's
is
happening?
much more important than the phone call. Sorry.
Hey, I don't know about that, but okay.
So how did this whole decision come down that you can't promote any other shows that are in the I wanna hear
You know
that.
what?
It's crazy.
I'll be honest
Let's
with
not
you.
talk about
it's,
that
it's
on
not
air.
my. It's not my deal.
I
It
know
wasn't
why.
because of us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
really?
and listen,
Nigel
it's,
knows
It's
why.
all
I
good
know
too
why.
because you know why? The comics now when they come on, just push them all to your website. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second.
Oh, coming at you.
Limo Talk. It's Graziadei. Who the fuck is this?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Who's this? Dennis Murphy?
Yes, it is.
Didn't I tell you not to take this fucking call?
I know. Dennis, I gotta go. I love you. Jason Voorhees took over your time, so I gotta go. But listen, Merry Christmas to you and Dorian. May all your wishes and dreams come true. And I'll see you.
And go back to your Denise Murphy page that you fucking pull shit on with me.
Yeah, that's right. Denise Murphy,
Anthony.
motherfucker.
Listen,
Anthony, what's that, boy?
I wasn't me. That was my. I was doing an impression. Hold on. You ready? Here we go. Go.
Hey, man, what's up, motherfucker? Huh?
You guys are crazy as hell.
Good night, Dennis. I love you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. I'll see you
too,
soon.
guys.
Good night, Denise.
Good night. See ya. Thank
gonna,
you.
I'm just gonna do my Eddie Murphy black guy voice all night.
So he has a burner account named Denise Murphy?
Yep.
No, I
about to
didn't know
say,
that.
It is. It is.
Wow.
Vinny DeSantis says hello. Ins 41. Kent Pichel's
Oh,
watching.
hey, Vinny. What's
Who
happening,
makes a
man?
burner?
Hey,
Like,
Vinny,
what
what's going
kind
on?
of sick individual are you if you're making burner accounts?
Don
Kevin Durant?
Don Sill's watching, and
Even?
Don Sill's the reason why I got you on because you were on the night that Bozy went up against AJ Powers. Correct?
Yeah, I was.
On Put Up, Shut Up, Fuck Up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I call
Hey,
it.
Don, he just fucked up your name of your show.
I'd say it all the time. It's
Oh,
Put Up,
okay.
Shut Up, Fuck Up.
Yeah, I was filling in for Benny Rizzuti, and I wrote all that stuff like on the spot.
Did you just give me up on the air to Don Sill because I made fun of his show?
Yeah, of course.
Are you fucking mind?
He's on the fucking chat.
Yeah,
didn't
but
snitch on you.
I
He's
promo
on-
his
he's
show
on
all
the
the time.
chat.
I promo it more than my show.
Yeah, you promo it, but you fuck up the name.
I
put
still
up-
don't know
They don't
the
know
name.
what to tune
I
in.
said, I
It's
said-
Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up.
They're like, hey, where's Put Up, Shut Up, Fuck Up? I can't find it.
I
Hey,
thought
this
it was-
Dennis Murphy. I can't find this shit.
I thought it was pull up, sit up, stand up. But
Nobody does sit-ups on that show.
But
Have you seen Don Sill?
you impressed me so much on that show,
Thank
and that's
you.
the reason why I reached out
thank
to you.
you.
so weren't
But
you
you've
just a
seen me
judge, though?
before.
Yeah, but the problem is, you and I never crossed paths.
We have.
So then come up to me and say, Graz, I'm coming in.
You two can't cross paths. That can't fucking happen.
Well, you never
Not
ran,
in this hallway.
you never ran into him at a hockey game?
Hey.
One at a time here.
Yeah, but we
It's
really...
Fat Albert and John Candy trying to get into a cab. It doesn't work out.
The laws of physics do apply.
Listen, I've been trying to get you for 2 years now.
Have you?
Yes.
When?
I told DB,
Stevie didn't say anything to me.
I told Teresa Farrell.
She said
I
nothing
told
to me.
Bozy, and I told Charlie Myers.
It's
None
right
of
up
these
there
people
when you
have
tell
said
somebody,
I don't
hey,
even
if
know
you see
Charlie
John, say hello to me.
I'm
for
Charlie
me.
Myers.
Oh,
You just
you
met
are.
tonight. Yeah.
See? Do you know what he just said? He goes, I don't even know Charlie Myers. He's being serious. Charlie goes, I'm Charlie Myers.
I thought he was one of the people that called in. That was you that's writing on this? What are
What?
you doing? You're writing it on the chat?
No,
There was a Charlie Myers on the chat.
not me.
Oh, okay. All
No,
right.
I mean, I'm not.
impersonator?
Natalie Myers was on the chat. My
Oh,
sister.
got
Yeah,
you.
Natalie
And
Myers
I
is
wa-
his sister.
She was probably inquiring about somebody else having a white girlfriend, not you, because there would be no way she would know. that
Hey,
you'd have
so
a
I
white
can't have a
girlfriend.
white girlfriend?
You
That's what we're
could.
doing now?
I
It's
mean-
2020, man. I can't be OJ?
It's not 2020
I mean-
yet.
It's about to be. I can't be OJ?
I mean, you could.
Oh,
do,
you could be OJ, all right.
Why, you gonna stab her?
No.
Decapitate.
He's like, no.
We are hitting every
No,
single
not
racial
really.
tones on this whole show.
I'm trying to stay away, but damn.
I know.
I'm just playing
Keeps
with you
bringing
guys.
it back in.
To be honest, I'm just playing
I
with
know
you
you
guys. I want to see if
you want to
guys
see how
will
far
turn-
we can go,
I want
right?
to see if you'll take the bait. They're like, come on, say something racist so I can take your time slot.
He gets $500 from his
Take
boys
your
back
time
home
slot.
for every time one of us says the N word. So he's really trying to bait it out of us.
I'm trying to get them to say Nigel.
He's like, I get 500.
Say Nigel.
Once you say the NIG, it's over.
Oh no!
Ah,
Please,
I said
we
Nigel.
don't. Yeah.
We can't even promote a club somebody else performing at. You think we could drop those bombs on?
Yeah,
somebody?
really. If I drop
Jesus
that thing,
Christ.
I'm out of here. I'll be having in a pizzeria in Farmingdale on Main Street.
Lord have mercy.
No, what do you do? Slide.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, we got the best cauliflower pizza in all the world there right now. Come on, Graz will serve it to you.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right.
This is my pizza guy in Farmingdale on Main Street.
Oh my God.
What's going on? Merry Christmas to you and
I
the
love
family.
you. God bless you. Everybody. I hate everybody. They all hate me, and I'm just happy to be alive.
You have a couple of people that are very jealous of your acting skills.
Because I'm good.
Benny
I'm the
Rizzuti
best.
is very jealous of your acting skills.
Oh God, yeah.
He's like the oldest
Love you,
Mario brother
Nigel,
I've ever
thank
seen.
you for coming on, Nigel. Thank you.
Thank you.
He had a slice yesterday over at my place. And God bless him.
Yes.
Delicious. Told everybody it was the best pizza. I thought he was homeless. I gave him a free pie. And he turned out he's not.
He gives because if you mention St. Killian's Church and you spend $1, they get the money
sign
and they
in
get a
his
free
window.
slice.
You get a slice and pepper and onions.
Wait, there's a sign in the
There's a
window.
sign in his window. If you're hungry, just tell me you got no money, and I'll give you a free slice.
Hey, I gotta go over there,
That fascinates me.
Yeah.
It fascinates me.
Why?
Because he talks about it. Listen, we're not mentioning names, but they talk about it, and then these people walk in, and he says he gets like 20, 30 people a day looking for free
So
pizza.
how does he make his money?
I don't know.
He's got a good
Bottom
heart
line
for
is
doing
he's
that,
not
though.
making any money.
He's got a good heart for doing that.
Limo Talk. It's Inzarelli and Nigel Fulton, Charles Myers, and board up extraordinaire Richie Zarelli. Who's this?
Hey, how's it going? This is Tim. How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
I mean, I'm decent. This is the talk with Graz, right?
Yes.
All right, listen.
Yeah,
go back
How
to
you guys doing?
being
Having a great
Jason
holiday?
Voorhees. Okay.
No, this is a different person. I'm Graz. Who's this? Tim?
He's decent.
Yeah, Tim.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic.
Where
Hey,
you
what's up?
calling from,
Yeah,
Tim?
Where you call from?
Florida, sir.
Really?
Oh wow.
What part?
okay.
What part?
What's that?
What part of Florida?
Tampa.
Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
yes,
friends.
sir.
I got friends in Tampa.
I performed at the Improv out there a couple years back.
I performed in the parking lot of the Tropicana in my back seat a couple of years ago.
Graz married a couple strippers from Tampa. Do you know any of them?
My ex-wife.
Oh my God, they have stretch marks and bullet holes and.
Listen,
Well,
Tim.
that's extra, Nigel. Come on.
Tim,
Hey,
go ahead.
what's going on? Go ahead.
I was going to say to you, what are you doing tonight, Tim?
I'm sitting back, drinking a beer. You know what I mean? Just chilling. I was thinking about, just looking for some cocaine, strippers.
Yeah. Okay.
What place has the
at the
best
party.
cocaine and strippers in Tampa?
Yeah, who's got the best cocaine and strippers in Tampa?
Fuck, man,
turn the radio
I'm
down.
not too sure. There's this little cracked out white bitch down at the corner.
Ooh, I
of,
love cracked out white bitches.
Damn.
Had one for
Yeah.
Nigel's face just lit
Nigel
up.
just got half a chub there.
Nigel's turning white as I'm speaking to
Oh
him
my
right
God!
now.
You talked about cracked out
Jesus.
white bitches. I get just as hard when I think about a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Whereas I'm more of a Chick-fil-A guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Can I just say, hey, fuck her right in the pussy, suck a dick, 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 suck a
What is
dick,
this,
suck a
Def
dick,
Comedy
suck a dick,
Jam?
suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick.
Hey,
All right.
there we go. All
I
right.
mean,
All right.
he was
I'm
like,
just so happy it was
All right.
not somebody.
he was
that,
3 sucker dicks from being gay. Like he was just right there.
Oh no, third sucker dick, he was gay. He was
Okay,
gay.
I got you.
Which I'm pretty. We're getting haters. I
Let
like
me tell
that.
you
That means we're
something.
getting popular.
Did I tell you not to fucking take that?
Yes, you did. All right. What do you want?
This is an amazing
Bobby
interview,
is
by the
giving
way.
good advice tonight. And
This
you're
is
not
a-
listening.
All right,
As
Bob.
soon as I heard this guy, I knew he was gonna fucking do that shit. Come on.
All right. Okay.
Wake the fuck up.
All right.
Wake the fuck up. Merry Christmas.
Thank you for answering the call of Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah.
I just can't believe everybody goes from like 0 to I'm gonna kill you in like 2.2 seconds. You know,
Gotta love it.
1 second they're like hi, the next second they're like, gonna kill you, and then it's suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick.
Crystal meth is a hell of a drug.
Riveting radio.
I could expect nothing less from a Florida
Only
caller.
on Limo
you know?
Talk Live.
You know, we have to be semi-spontaneous. I didn't think it was for the same guy that I hung up on before. I thought it'd be somebody different, and it was.
Not really.
So Nigel, what
What's up?
what holidays are you going to be celebrating coming up? I mean, you know, we talked about a couple. We threw a couple out there, and you mentioned a couple that you might
This
be
is the
interested
weirdest
in.
question ever. Like what?
Bobby-
what
Bobby,
kind of
no,
holiday?
hold on, Bob,
This is called
Nigel.
tap dancing around. Are you
I
celebrating
don't
Kwanzaa?
celebrate Kwanzaa.
God damn
He
it!
already answered that question.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry, but like I gotta take away these stereotypes. All black people don't do Kwanzaa.
Can't you do both?
You can.
Because I'm tempted to do Hanukkah and Christmas this year.
Why?
So do it.
Do you have a Jewish girlfriend?
No, but
Do you have a Jewish in you?
I heard there's a rumor
So
I
why-
going
haven't got
around.
my ancestry back.
There's a
Why would
rumor
you
going around
celebrate
that your
Hanukkah?
girlfriend's white.
She is. She is. Yeah.
I think the greatest compliment today was Nigel going, "Who's Charlie Myers?"
That was really flattering.
Thank you.
I saw him when I
Thank
came in. He's like Nigel Fulton. I'm like Charlie Myers.
I just knew Charlie, man. I'm
There
sorry.
you go. No, that's all good.
I don't remember
Hold on,
last
what were you
names.
I was doing an awards night over in my baseball league one night, and all these politicians, they pressure to come down because they want to run. They're running for office,
Yeah.
so they want to give out an award to somebody or anybody just so they can stand on the stage in front of a couple hundred people
course.
and get their name out there like they just gave an award. So this guy calls me up. He goes, "Listen, Bob, I'm going to bring this guy down." He goes, "He's going to give you an award as the coach of the year, this and that." He goes, "For 20 years that you've been coaching." I was like, "All right, great." So he comes down and he stands up, and I introduce him. I'm not going to say his name because it's kind of embarrassing. So he comes up, and he's standing there, and I said hello to him, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm you're so-and-so, and I have this award here, this citation that I'm presenting to Bobby Inzerillo for 20 years that he's donated his time and
Oh, my
energy
God.
to the children of Valley Stream, and I'd like to present him with this citation, thanking him for his fantastic work and his great coaching. Can we please have our good friend Bobby Inzerillo come up and accept this award?" And I tapped him on the shoulder and said, I'm right here. I'm right here.
That's amazing.
You know, and he goes, "Oh, it's you." I'm like, "Oh, what oh my God."
Dude, I thought these two were friends. And when he said that, he goes, "Who's Charlie Myers?" And Charlie goes, "I'm Charlie
Friends
Myers."
on Facebook?
I don't think so. No,
Yeah,
I
see?
don't know you at all.
See?
Like I've seen you on like a couple of flyers.
Oh, yeah.
And
You guys really don't. I thought you were like.
No.
yeah, he's like, I
Yeah,
told Charlie to tell you to come
I'm
on.
like,
I was
who's
like, I never
Charlie?
spoke to this man in my life.
I got your number off of Cars for Cash. On the telephone
Oh man, 2012 was a rough year. Did you guys watch the All in the Family thing last night?
Yes, that was great.
Did you like? Was it good?
Did you
I
guys?
liked
You
it.
liked it?
All right, so
I
time out.
like
Wait.
it.
See, I thought he was going to hate it. I want to know why. I thought you were
Yeah,
going to hate it.
I wanna know.
Because you don't know. Because you don't like that old stuff. People.
I thought it was great. They brought it. Woody Harrelson was kind of tough as Archie Bunker. That was kind of weird. But the rest of
Did
it
you
was
see
kind
the
of
first time they did it?
no.
Okay, this is the second time they've done it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know.
I
So
thought
it was a
this
little
was-
bit better.
yeah.
It was a little bit better than it was the
Oh, I
first
didn't know
time.
they did another
the
one.
first time was kind of rough. So
Because it's live.
yeah, it's live.
I didn't
But
know. there
wait,
was
the
another
first
one.
time last night or before?
No, before.
So they
they
did.
did it
This
like-
is the second time they've done it this year. And what happened was Marissa Tomei was a little off. Woody Harrelson was.
Oh, I heard
off.
about that.
Right, Jamie Foxx screwed up like in the middle of the thing. Like he was an okay George Jefferson, but it still was.
I didn't see that one.
It wasn't as good as the original episode that you remember.
Oh no, of course not.
So they
I kept
redid
looking at.
original episodes.
That's what they did.
I can't help
okay.
doing this. Now,
Wait, I
here's
was
what
going to bring
did.
it up because I thought he was going to
keep-
hate it.
I keep comparing in my mind
Right.
him, Woody Harrelson, to Carol O'Connor doing the role.
Right.
And nobody's close.
Nobody's close
to
to that.
Carol O'Connor doing that role.
You know
He
how
was so
great
perfect.
Carol O'Connor is? He was in All in the Family and In the Heat of the Night.
Unbelievable.
And you don't even recognize him like as that person. Like it took me a long
Wasn't
time.
his sidekick named Nigel on that show?
No, it was a sidekick.
No, it was, wasn't it?
No. In the South?
I
In the Heat of the
thought
Night?
I thought his sidekick was
Virgil.
Virgil.
If
Okay.
you could
Virgil.
play-
Virgil. Okay.
If you
And
could-
so I used to watch that too, and you're right. It was like a totally different
It's
guy.
night and day.
He was
You don't
really
think that's Archie Bunker.
Woody Harrelson was a little rough in this role, but I
He
thought the guy who
was.
played Michael did a good job.
Yeah, he was good.
And the guy who played, the
politician?
you had Kevin Bacon was on there.
Kevin Bacon was on
He
there,
was
which
on there. He was pretty good.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon was
and,
pretty
and
good.
I thought Marissa Tomei was
Marissa
funny.
Tomei was good,
She
too.
kind of did, to me, it seemed like she was doing more of a satire.
She was laying into it. Yeah,
on the Edith Bunker role.
she does the same thing she did the first time around.
It was kind of funny the way
Yeah.
she ran into the
Uh-huh.
thing, and Edith did it naturally. She
Right.
was doing it like really, pronounced.
Right. That
So-
was my only issue. Like I felt like it was forced a lot of times. You
Yeah,
know?
Woody Harrelson. It took me a while to adapt to him as being Archie.
Dude, I
Bunker.
thought you were going to hate it because
I
I wanted
didn't
to.
hate it.
I wanted
thought
to
I
ask.
hated it.
I was driving last night. I brought the lady up to Poughkeepsie, and I'm driving home, and I'm listening to this thing and a promo in it, and I'm saying I try to do show prep a
Right,
little bit.
right.
So I go talk to Bobby
But
about
I
how
picked-
much he's
but
gonna
I'm the
hate
one that
all
asked the question,
I
right?
know, and it's funny because I put it in my phone and I never put it on here, and I wanted to ask him what he felt about the remakes.
It was good that they brought it back. I mean, I thought that was good.
Does it
I don't know
bounce?
how they came out with Woody Harrelson playing that role.
I don't either.
Does it bounce back and forth between the Jeffersons and All in the Family? I
No.
don't get how
It was- what it was
Jamie
was-
Foxx is.
So
doing
what
the
it was
Jeffersons.
is like it's a whole thing for Norman Lear because Norman Lear is like 176 years old.
nice.
Like Norman Lear is freaking
He
like
looks the
like
same.
he looks like one of those old puppets on the Muppet Show.
The Bernie Sanders puppet. Yeah.
So anyway, what it is like they do two shows. So they do an episode of like any episode of All in the Family, and then they do last time they did Jeffersons, this time they did Good Times.
Oh,
So these are all like Norman Lear's shows that they're trying to do. Somebody's waiting for Maude to happen.
Maud.
I want a Sanford and Son.
I want to see
that
a.
his?
Wow,
Yes, that's
Sanford
his
and
too.
Son would be great.
I would. Who would you have play Fred Sanford? Who?
Jamie Foxx.
No,
No.
Kevin Hart.
No
I
way.
don't. I wouldn't like that.
That's
I
a
wouldn't
tough
like
call.
that.
That's a tough call.
You know what?
You know who could pull it off? Eddie Murphy could pull that off.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie wouldn't do it though.
But he's at that age now where he could pull that off.
Did you guys
Right.
see Dolomite?
No.
No, I
You
didn't
guys
see it.
gotta watch Dolomite on Netflix. See, look at me. I'm bringing all the culture here.
No,
You got-
it's good.
You guys gotta watch Dolomite on Netflix.
What is Dolomite?
So Dolomite it's based off of, there was actually a real guy named Rudy Ray Moore. His name was Dolomite. He was a guy who was he was a singer, failed musician, failed comedian. He was like, okay, I need to have a brand name. So Rudy Ray Moore is going to be Dolomite. And basically he was the first guy to he used to do rhymes in his act. So, he'd say, way down in the jungle deep, the badass lion stepped on the signifying monkey's feet. Like that was the stuff that he used to say. So he was an underground legend. And what happened was he said, I'm going to do this. And everybody told him no. And he just kept doing stuff. He made a movie off of his royalties from his comedy albums. And nobody backed him. Nobody gave him money. Nobody did anything. They said this was a horrible movie. The acting is bad. Everything is bad. But yet he still grossed over 170 million. I think his first time in. And this is all based off of a budget of 100,000.
Wow, that's pretty interesting
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it was very insightful. I'm sorry for bringing the mood down.
No, so who plays his son on Sanford and Son?
Who plays his son?
That was
That was Freddie Prinze, right?
Devon
Was
No,
Fred-
Damon Wilson.
Devon Wilson.
Oh,
Freddie
Devon-
Prinze was Chico and the Man.
Okay, so now who plays Chico and the Man?
I'm
Ooh,
telling
that's
you,
easy.
Jamie Foxx is going to be Sanford.
They're gonna make Jamie Foxx Sanford.
Definitely. He's the only one who can
He's
do
the only
it.
one that will do it.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
Eddie Murphy's not playing
No.
a Red Fox.
What about what's his name?
Who?
Will Smith.
I would hate that.
Yeah?
can't
I
see
would
that.
not. Yeah,
No?
I
They don't
wouldn't.
even want him playing the genie in Aladdin, let alone Sanford. You know what I mean?
Tell the truth.
I don't know. I feel like it would have to be Jamie Foxx, honestly.
Yeah, I think Jamie Foxx would play Sanford. You can get anybody to play.
I really want to see a remake of the show with Mr. Drummond and.
of Different Strokes.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
I don't know.
Strokes.
What you talk about, Willis?
So who? Oh, yeah, all right.
Arnold?
What's the
Mr. Drummond?
I like. I what's the other one?
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life.
Yeah, I
Nah.
think they would remake Facts of Life. They're actually having a Facts of Life special coming soon.
You know, it'd be great,
I-
really,
mhm.
if like somebody had an original idea that
No.
hasn't been
No.
done 50
No.
fucking thousand times. Wouldn't
They're
that
not going to
be
do that.
amazing?
That's where I was going to go with this.
No
Wouldn't
idea.
Wouldn't
Idea's
your
original.
mind be blown if somebody came out with original fucking idea?
You want to know why there's not
that
going to be an
hasn't been
original
done,
idea?
Nigel?
Why?
You want to know why?
Yeah, why?
Because they're going to compare it to something else that it kind of sounds like.
I
Yeah,
guess.
but look at the shows. Some of the shows that have come out over the last 15 years or so is like
Like what?
The Big Bang Theory and stuff like that was very successful.
I've never seen an
It
episode.
was good. It was actually pretty good.
That's a funny show.
Bunch of nerdy white kids.
Now
you know,
look
hanging
who's
out.
bringing the culture, Nigel.
Hey,
Come
hey.
on.
Hey,
That's
talk
a
about
funny
culture.
show.
What's the other one?
I've
Color
seen
Orange.
one
What's the one with the
episode,
woman?
maybe.
Color Orange.
Orange is New Black.
Orange is New Black.
I've seen that show.
Graz is going to spend the next 15 minutes horribly butchering every black show that he
He's
heard
like
once
the,
in his
the
life.
New, the new Orange show.
Yeah, he's like, what's
you
that
know
one?
the one with the ladies and they have sex with each other. You know the show.
You know that show, Different Folks? Different folks. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
You know, Life Factually.
Sanford and the Man.
Sanford and the Man. He said, yeah, Freddie Prinze was on the episode of Sanford and Son.
He was?
Yeah, he was.
Wow.
Yeah, because the shows were like associated with each other.
Wow.
How come they never come up with the Happy Days anymore? They never do a remake of Happy Days.
That's interesting because I would like to see an episode of Happy
I would
Days.
like to see who would play the Fonz on Happy Days.
They're probably going to get some Team Heartthrob.
So who plays the Fonz?
I don't
How
know.
about
Who would play the
what's the
Fonz?
guy's name with the six pack?
I think
He's
it's
always
you
in
There's
those,
a lot of them.
the guy that's always in those summer movies. He's always playing a
Zac
lifeguard.
Efron.
Zac
Yeah.
Efron.
Zac
There you go.
Efron as the Fonz would work.
I guarantee
I
you
would watch
Graz
that.
knew that
Nah, he's
exact
too
name
blonde.
and just played stupid
He's
with
too
it.
blind.
Too
I think
blonde.
they should go
He can-
Fonz really old and have him play it.
Ooh,
There
no,
you
but he
go.
doesn't. He's not Fonzarelli. He's not. He doesn't look it.
All right, we'll get Joe
Honestly,
Pesci to do it.
No question. They're gonna get that whole technology, that CGI
Yeah.
stuff. How did you
Yeah.
guys feel about The Irishman?
I can't invest the time to watch that.
No?
No.
All right. Well, I haven't either,
Haven't
but I
seen
do
it.
know that you watched it in three.
I watched it.
You watched it in
watched it.
three
You paint
separate.
houses?
I watched it in three. Yeah,
Ah.
sure. I watched it in three parts.
You watched it all.
I had to watch it in 3 parts. I couldn't
Yeah,
do
I
it.
watched it in 3 parts.
I watched it in
What about
5
you?
days.
I have
Yeah,
not seen it.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
have no time to watch it.
I watched it in
3.5
5 days.
hour
You
movie.
watched it in 5 days.
Yeah.
Sure, nothing
Because
wrong
I
with
was
that.
I was in California with my girlfriend's family.
Location drop.
And I was bored. And
Caucasian drop.
you guys are gonna stop with this propaganda about my girlfriend being white. I don't think she's gonna like this because when I come home,
need to
she's
see
actually
it.
gonna be white, and this is gonna be a problem.
Do we have a picture?
She looks white in the picture. I'm sorry. It came with my
He
wallet.
carries the negative.
Holy shit. Caucasian
No.
drop.
But I was sitting there and I was like, all right, everybody keeps talking about this Irishman movie. Let me go watch it. So I watched it. And like on a scale of Scorsese movies, which I love all of them, Goodfellas, Casino. It's not Goodfellas, it's not Casino, but it's right there on the tier of his movies, which I'm not mad at it because it's been a while since we've seen a Goodfella type movie.
Well, it's
Greg
better-
DiFilippo
it's better
said that
than
the
Mean
ending
Streets.
sucked in The Irishman.
It
Is
did.
that correct?
It did.
I wouldn't
But
say
they
it
just-
sucked.
but
It was
they
a
just-
3-hour. It didn't pay off after
Listen.
3 hours.
Would they just go to a blank screen?
No, Robert Downey Jr. died at the end.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, you ruined the special ending
Oh
for me.
no, sorry.
Let me tell you, the movie, like I said, it wasn't the greatest Scorsese movie ever, but
It's not.
It was just fine.
Was the
That's how
imaging
I
was
felt.
the imaging of making De Niro and all those guys younger? Did it?
I
did
felt
it work?
it was bad because, and I'll tell you, you know what scene I'm talking about, right?
The one when he walks out to stomp the dude.
Stomp the
and it
guy.
looks
He
he's
looks like an old
107.
guy.
It is the worst.
He has a young face.
How did we
It
both
backfired.
know
I
that
knew
that
it.
was it? Because there is one
Jump the
scene-
shark.
Yeah.
You know, you ever watch? You're watching a really good movie, and you're getting into it. You're just like, because I think most movies suck, and I love movies.
Right.
Great movie. I love a great movie, but most of the movies I see suck. So you'll watch a movie, and you'll be like, "Wow, is this actually a really good movie? This
Right.
is a good movie." And then they'll do something in the movie that's so unrealistic.
Oh, my God.
That'll just ruin it for you. And that
Ruined
was
it.
right on the cusp that I knew that everybody who saw that was gonna go, "What the fuck is this?" It's like
When was
this-
the last time you did that? Besides The Irishman, when was the last movie you did that to?
I don't know.
what that I that,
Said, "What the fuck is this?"
I've watched a lot of bad
honestly,
movies this
the,
year.
The Departed was another
Really?
movie that.
That really bothered you?
You
like
want
The
to know what
Departed.
bothered me
What
about
part?
it? Let me to
Fucking five fucking Helmos.
when he's in the back seat of
Okay.
the car,
Uh-huh.
texting, it's like, and then the fact that this guy, this crime boss, knows all this shit, knows all this information, doesn't know that he went to fucking school to be a fucking, not just Leonardo DiCaprio, but also Matt Damon, that he doesn't know that this guy was in the fucking force and everything else. There was a lot of like,
No, but Leonardo DiCaprio was
No.
a mystery to him.
Yeah, it was a mystery. I believed
why?
it. I believed
Why
it.
was
Well,
it
he
a
was
mystery
skeptical
to
of
him?
him the whole show.
But
I believed it more than I did De Niro fighting that guy. Like De Niro, an 80-year-old man stomping out somebody looks like an 80-year-old man stomping them out.
he walked out like he had just dropped his crutches, and he like walks over this guy and proceeds to stomp him. But it looks like the grandfather.
Not only
doing it.
that, he looked like a WWF fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Like the way he was kicking and punching, I was like, none of these connected.
Right.
Natalie Myers says The Irishman would have been a good movie if it was an hour and a half. They should've
yeah.
cut
Oh
it.
yeah, if he
Greg
cut
DiFilippo said it went 30 minutes too long.
30?
30.
By the way, if you can watch The Irishman, you can definitely watch a baseball game.
Absolutely.
Because they're
No
the
doubt.
same,
Point.
they're the same
length.
length. They're the same length. Would you guys play 1,000 games a year?
That's a good point.
162. stop.
162.
I just saw a movie called Widows.
Double
which
what basketball
I had
plays.
very low expectations
With
for.
J Lo and
No, J Lo's not in it. It's a movie. It's got the.
it's what's the name from How to Get Away with Murder?
you know the
Viola Davis.
Okay. I'm not. I don't know her name, face
Okay.
right off her name, but what's the guy from Taken? Who's in it? The guy in Taken, the main character.
Oh, that's Liam Neeson.
Liam
He has
Neeson is in
specific
it.
skills.
And basically, it's a movie about these these dude bank robbers who get killed, and their wives owe this
Take
debt
over,
now, and they have to like rob a bank. And you think it sounds like the cheesiest, worst thing, but it was actually like somewhat decent.
My
Like,
mother hated that movie.
really, yeah.
Yeah.
I
What's
mean,
the name of the movie?
It's called Widows. It's with
heard
Viola
of it.
Davis, Gina Rodriguez, and a couple other. The girl that played Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
And I don't know who this person is.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
It's got some pretty shocking scenes.
By
in
the
it
way,
that,
while
like-
we're talking about the movies, I do a movie review show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute. I know you're not allowed to promote it, but you're on TV, right?
I've done TV
You
stuff.
do, but you're doing you do a podcast.
I do a
correct?
podcast about
What's it about?
It's about like television movies, like geek stuff. Geek stuff is popular now, so we talk about mostly movies, but we also talk about like whatever is popular and geek code. Like what's the new Star Wars movie coming out, or what's the new?
What's it
like-
called? What's it
It's
called?
called Jump Cut,
Jump Cut.
and you can find it on Facebook.
Okay.
You don't have to like do anything crazy.
Oh, I thought he was asking what the name of the new Star Wars movie was. I was like, Jump Cut. I thought it was called Rise of the Skywalker or some shit.
I haven't seen
Jump
it yet.
Cut.
How long
I
you been?
couldn't give a rat's ass about fucking Star Wars.
I
You know
haven't
what? It's
seen
going
one
to
in
do
so
$1 billion.
long.
I
It's
don't
gonna do
care.
$1 billion.
It's going to be the 7th Disney movie to do $1
Now,
billion.
if I
Who's
hate
the
it-
rise of Sky? Who is this Skywalker we're rising here? Who's rising?
It's
Actually, Luke Skywalker.
I
The
would
rise
be.
of Luke
It's come
Skywalker.
full circle.
Luke
After all
Skywalker's
these
in it,
movies,
yeah.
Bobby, it's come full circle.
And
way back
Carrie
around.
Fisher is in the movie.
And so's
How
Billy.
could that be?
And so's Billy D.
Billy D. Williams is in the movie.
Yeah.
How are we doing this?
CGI.
Yeah. You think De Niro looked good? You got to see Billy D. Williams stomping out some.
He's gender
Stormtroopers.
fluid now, you know?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? About Billy D. Williams being gender fluid?
No.
Yeah, I heard him say that. I'm gender fluid. He refers to himself as he or she.
Well,
now.
no, he screwed up.
Wait a minute. So
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Okay.
Gender fluid.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
let's
Hold on.
do this.
Buckle up, folks.
So,
Here we
all
go.
right. Gender
Limo Talk. It's
fluidity.
Nigel Fulton.
Gender fluidity is basically being attracted to both men and women.
It's bisexual.
This is bisexual.
That means he's more than fluid.
So
there.
basically,
He's letting go of a
in
lot of
terms
fluid.
of like our world, we would think that he's gay rather than saying that he's actually bisexual.
Well, I would
So
say he's bisexual.
He's bisexual. Some people say that. Some people will say gay. Whichever one floats your boat doesn't matter to me. But that's what gender fluid means, meaning that you can go from one to the other.
That's bisexual.
So
Yeah, but why did they do gender fluid now? What was wrong with bisexual?
So here's what happened. No, he was trying to be progressive. He's 82 years old. He was trying to be progressive and say, love who you want to love. If it's a man, love a man. If it's a woman, love a woman. Somehow, whoever interviewed him got screwed up, said that he was gender fluid, and then somebody interviewed him after that said, so we hear you're gender fluid. He was like, what is that shit? He looked like you guys asking the question.
He was shocked. Yeah. So I guess he's not bisexual then.
He's not.
He's not.
He's
Oh, well.
If he was, what's the difference at 82? I mean,
I mean,
mean-
are you still having sex? Like that's a little rough.
Well, what about
I know. Well, listen, isn't the
You know
biggest
80s
STDs in the world in these nursing homes that they're all doing
And man,
it all
if you
the time?
show me an 82-year-old gay man that's still having sex, I'll applaud him.
what about that old Asian dude from Star Trek? He's still banging, I heard.
Who's that?
Because I keep up on these things.
That's
He's talking about George Tanaka.
that George
yeah.
Tanaka.
Yeah, he's old as F, and he's still getting a D. Am I right? I'm sure
I
he
don't.
is.
I don't know his sex life. I
You
mean,
don't. You
he
don't.
pitches
I
for
don't.
the Yankees though too, Tanaka.
He definitely does pitch for the Yankees.
Yeah.
He's a switch hitter.
He does. He switched thrower, hitter, and everything.
So, if you're such a big movie buff, what
Yes.
is
He's a
the
buff.
best movie that
What makes
you've
you a buff?
seen in the past 6 months? Let's say past year.
Yeah, what's the best movie you've seen?
Like
in the
if
past
I,
year?
what's a movie I got to go home and let's not do a comic book movie.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not going to do a comic book
I agree.
movie unless I
How
start
was the
from
Lost?
the
How was the
beginning
Lost Boys? Did you see the Lost Boys?
I love the Lost Boys.
Not the Lost Boys. It was that one with the kids that just came out. The comedy.
Lost in Space is what you're thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, the good boys.
The Good Boys.
That was funny.
The Lost
I
Boys,
saw
Good
that.
Boys, whatever.
My problem with Good Boys is this: all the funniest parts of Good Boys are in the trailer.
Yeah, that's the
So
worst.
like anything,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, everything besides that wasn't funny. So like I saw all the best stuff in the trailer that made me want to go see the movie. I was really like I was anticipating it, and all of a sudden I go see it. I'm like, yo, this sucks.
But isn't that every movie?
I've seen a lot of bad movies this year. I'm gonna let you know.
A lot of
like
them.
I've seen a lot of them.
It too. Oh my God.
I actually did like it too. Oh, I actually did like it
Jesus,
too.
Nigel.
I'll tell you why I liked it.
God Almighty.
I'll tell you why I liked it. Did you see the original It?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and you love the original It?
No.
Okay, is it better than the original It?
Yeah.
So it's cool.
I know,
I'm good
but
with it. Like, listen, if you improved on a bad movie, then why not say, okay, cool, this is decent?
You know that Nike swoosh on the Yankee jersey is going to cost $1 billion.
get out of here.
I take a,
Hey,
take
whoever
a
heard
pause
of
from
it? I
Cisco
never
and
heard of
Eben
it
over here.
one. What's it?
Sorry.
What
sorry.
is it?
It is the one with
It
the
is
with the
Stephen
with the
King.
clown. The
Bobby,
Stephen King movie.
What do you do at home?
I
What
have
are you
5 kids.
watching? You never saw Star Wars? You
Star
don't
Wars
know what
blows
it
ass.
is?
I hate Star Wars, Star Trek, and anything to do with science fiction except for the Twilight Zone. Go ahead. I like
love
comedy
that.
movies. One of my favorite movies is Caddyshack. I love Airplane.
Okay.
All right, so wait. All right, go ahead.
All right,
So-
cool. Go for it. We'll talk that.
There.
I like spoof movies. I love those
Okay.
fucking movies. All of
So
them.
what's your
Lethal
favorite?
Weapon.
All right, wait a minute. What's your favorite spoof movie? Bob?
Airplane.
What's your favorite spoof movie?
Spoof movie. That's interesting.
Lethal
I like
Weapon.
Easy. Lethal Weapon is not a spoof movie.
No, no.
Loaded Weapon
what
is
am
a
I-
spoof
Loaded
movie.
Weapon is a
No,
bitch.
not Loaded Weapon. That's
Scary
not what it's
movie.
called.
I like.
Scary movie. That was good.
I like those movies.
What about Hot Shots?
Super Troopers.
Hot Shots
Hot
was
Shots is
awesome.
pretty good, too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love the original.
Yeah.
Super
I love when the
Troopers.
one
Original.
scene.
Super Troopers decent too. Like I said, there's a lot of movies. There's a lot of
Leslie
spoof
Nielsen's movies. What
Every
the
one
fuck?
of
are
them.
the
Naked
names?
Gun.
Naked
Naked
Gun.
Gun.
That's my favorite spoof
I
movie.
mean,
Three and a
those are
third.
great
It's a
spoof
spoof
movies.
of Lethal Weapon. in a
And
way,
you
yeah.
get to see O.J. Simpson at his finest.
In a wheelchair too, flipping over the edge of this balcony.
Yeah.
Naked
those
Guns,
movies
yeah.
are fucking awesome. I
Coming
like
to
those movies.
America, one of the best
So what's your
comedies ever.
favorite? Is that your favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
My favorite Eddie Murphy
What's your
movie?
favorite Eddie Murphy movie? Since
Coming
he's
to
hosting
America.
Trading. I like Trading Places.
Okay, he's hosting Saturday Night Live this week.
I thought he
too,
did
so-
a great job with Trading Places.
Okay,
I'll
Trading
always-
Places.
In Philadelphia, a Rolex is worth $50. When he tries to get he sells the fucking who was Dan Aykroyd selling the Rolex? And he got $50 in a Rolex.
Come on, man. Yeah.
This watch is waterproof under 1,400 meters. It's worth $1,295.
give you $50 for it.
In
Philadelphia,
Philadelphia, it's worth $50. Yeah, I'll take
It's
it.
not cool to be a jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving.
What's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
My favorite over the years, I'll be
If you
honest
say
with you.
Vampire in Brooklyn, you
No.
need to just
No,
walk
it's not.
out.
Goldfinger.
No, my favorite over the years.
Bullfinger?
My favorite over the years is Nutty Professor.
I like
Over
that.
That's a
the
good
years.
Good movie.
Yeah,
good
over
movie.
the years.
Charlie?
I mean, having seen the original,
Coming-
and,
I've seen the original.
with Jerry
I've seen the
Lewis,
original.
He did a nice, different take on it.
Yeah, I like the fact that he did a different tape on it. Like I watched, even if it's like something that's new now, like I watched the original because I want to see if this new one tops the old one.
Right.
Because that's what you want. Like you want the new one to top the old one.
He looks like
And go in a different direction with it too. He went in a
Exactly.
different
the animals
direction
look
with
a little bit more cinematronic or whatever it is. They look like they're
Which one?
talking. The new one with the new Doolittle that's coming out.
it.
With,
No, he's talking about
new
the Nutty
Du-
Professor.
there's a
no,
new
no, no,
Doolittle
no.
coming out with what's his face? Iron Man.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, I don't want to see that.
No?
No,
Why?
I'm tired of Dr. Doolittle.
I
didn't
never
like
even
the
seen
first.
it.
I didn't like the one that Eddie Murphy did. I didn't like both of those.
No, I didn't like them either.
Charlie, what's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
Coming to America.
You know, and then Kevin James did that movie where he tried talking
Zookeeper.
to animals, Zookeeper, and
Yep.
stuff like that. And I was like, we really played that out. haven't
What's
we?
your favorite Kevin James movie?
Kevin James movies are very tough to pick. I don't even like the one he did with Adam Sandler.
Oh,
that much.
we could shame
That's
Kevin
probably
James in
the-
Long Island. Is that the truth?
We don't mind.
You know what the problem with Kevin James with me is,
Yeah.
and I think he's a great comedian. I think he's fantastic, whatever. But when I see him in his movies, I want him to be Doug Heffernan, and I
Gotcha.
can't get that out of my head.
I feel like he's overshadowed by every actor that's in his movie.
Yeah.
Now, did you see it? Did you happen to catch his promo, his flyer, for lack of a better term, for his new comedy? It says same humor, same beard, same IQ. What do you think he means by that? Do you think he's like saying like same
He's
funny,
telling- I'll tell you what he's
same
saying.
beard, and I am so absolutely intelligent?
He's telling you he's still the king of Queens. That's
Is
what
he
he's telling
saying
you.
same IQ as I'm still a little dumb and I'm going to make you
No,
laugh because of it? Or is he saying same IQ, my superior intellect will
No,
force you to
he's
laugh
saying,
at my
hey, the things that you liked when you first watched me is the things that I still am.
joke. Same IQ.
But he has to do that because all of his movies have been bad.
So you think when
I mean,
he
Mall
says
Cop disappointed
IQ,
me.
you think when he
Well,
says
I like-
IQ,
well,
he's
wait a
talking-
minute.
I
didn't
like
like-
ball
Wait,
cops.
no,
No,
I like-
I'm going to tell you what.
Well, I
when I
like Mall
first
Cops.
saw it, I got to the movie theater, I watched it, and it fucking disappointed me. When I've seen it subsequently and watched it again, I said to myself, you know what? Now that I'm not judging him as Doug Heffernan, I think the movie's pretty good.
I'm glad you guys know his name.
He knows, yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
Doug
I'll just
Heffernan
say-
is great.
I'll just be
Love
like,
that
yeah,
show.
the king of Queens.
Sure.
Yeah, no, well, it's
Great show.
And like when he tried to do Kevin Can Wait, and it was all right.
That's the
but
King of Queens.
He tried to recreate again as it was going along the King of Queens, and I was like,
Well,
Because
that-
he's
yeah.
done King of Queens so long that that's
typecast
all
at
you
it.
know him as. Even when he's doing stand-up, all you see is Doug Heffernan.
yeah,
You don't
it's
see
hard
Kevin
for him.
James.
It's hard for him.
But here's the thing. Why? There's been a lot of other people that have been able to transition out of these roles that they played longer than he's been Doug Heffernan and just done just fine. I don't
You're always
understand
looking.
why
You're
he
always
can't
because he's
beat it.
best at that. Because
Yeah.
he's his best.
Yeah,
And
but he's
that's
done
how-
so
that's
many
how
other
he's been.
things. What about
I
Grown-Ups?
liked him in
I
more.
did like
Grown-Ups.
Grown-Ups.
And I liked him in
You didn't like
Grown-Ups.
Grown-Ups?
Yeah,
Oh,
Grown-Ups
that's a
is
great
good.
movie.
You know, it was a real
But it's
disaster.
Doug Heffernan on
Grown-Ups
vacation
too.
with his
Grown-Ups
friends,
2
right?
is pretty really.
I don't see that. I don't see him. I
guess
mean,
Oh, I didn't like
Oh.
Grown-Ups too.
I didn't
Grown-Ups
like
too was
Grown-Ups. I didn't like the Dilemma. I didn't like what's the movie where he's like being
The
a
Dilemma was painfully
I didn't
bad.
see that.
And you know
I didn't
why
even
it
know
was
that
bad?
movie.
That was god awful.
The reason why that was bad because Vince Vaughn did a movie with Kevin James instead of his other guy. What's his other guy?
Owen Wilson.
Not Owen Wilson. But Owen Wilson would have been better too. What's the John
Anybody.
Favreau?
Right.
John Favreau, Swingers. Hey, Bose is here.
Bose.
I told you if you keep mentioning this guy's name on your podcast, He pops up.
He's part of the group.
Oh,
He's
okay.
part of my
He's here
group.
every
I don't
week.
even like
He's
going
here
to
every
that.
week. I can't get rid of him.
I've
I got rid of
I've
one.
already said this.
I've lost one. There's a spot open if you want to come
Teresa's
in.
right there.
Where's Teresa?
That's
not.
Yesterday I watched that movie, Me and Dupree.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I want to kill Owen Wilson. I don't enjoy his whole act. I just don't.
What about? But I liked. Wasn't he in? What is it about Mary? Was that
Something
also-
about Mary.
I thought he
That's
played.
the
I thought he played a good part. In
Any
Something About
Fairly
Mary.
Brothers
he wasn't
movie.
in
What about
He wasn't in
Hitch?
it.
Do you like Hitch?
Hitch,
did
I
like
like.
Hitch.
I
That was a good movie.
I really like
That's a good
that.
movie. Oh yeah, Kevin James in there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't think Kevin James when you watch Hitch. You think Will Smith first.
Smith.
Right. Well, Owen Wilson was also in the
was good
movie
in that
with Meet the Parents. He was in Meet the Parents.
Not
He
to-
wasn't Meet the Parent.
and I-
Owen Wilson was also in Wedding Crashers.
My favorite role of him is playing the car in fucking
Cars.
In Cars. Yeah.
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen.
So Bozy has just walked in. He has
Posey with the big Santa
a
hat.
big Santa hat.
Before you give out any gifts, yes, I want to give out my gifts first.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, because I stole Santa's hat.
All right. You know what? You go first. Go ahead. What do you got?
Happy birthday.
That's a
Do you
big
want to
hat.
get on? Do you want to get on camera? Do you want a
No,
microphone?
he sits in the other room. We see.
So,
Oh, okay.
It's amazing what like the magic that happens in Santa's hat. Okay, so hold on. He wound up like having these in there for everybody. That's weird.
Oh, Bozy.
Bozy.
Bozy, what are you
you're shaking
doing?
like you got Parkinson's.
So
you all right?
weird.
Oh, that was very nice.
You're
I'm still
shaking.
cold. I've been working
Holy
all day
shit! You're
outside.
shaking like you got Parkinson's.
Posey, that's mighty white
Jeff
of you.
Bozy giving out
Oh,
gifts.
you got one? Okay, there's
All
one for
right.
him.
Thank you, Michael J. Fox.
It's so magical. He even knew that there was going to be a black guy.
Oh,
my
God.
Oh,
Is this finally my Colt 45?
oh shit!
What's that?
What?
Sunflower
seeds. Black people.
I would even eat
Hold on,
this
hold on.
shit.
That's
Well,
more for
Nigel,
baseball. That's for
Nigel,
baseball
That's a
fans.
baseball thing.
Nigel, I don't mean to be. Oh, yeah, that's a baseball.
Nigel's
thing.
more of a basketball guy.
White people eat sunflower seeds?
No, they don't.
No, that's for
no.
you. That's for when we go to the baseball game, Nigel.
Oh. I'm surprised there wasn't a watermelon in there.
Oh,
It-
boy.
I couldn't find anything watermelon. I was so looking
It's
at
out of
7-Eleven.
season.
Yeah.
Is that all? That's it? Those are the
I
gifts?
don't want
it.
this
That's
shit.
all.
Oh, my
Very
God.
nice. Thank you,
What do you
Bozy.
think? Like, I'm running out. I'm running
That's
to
very
7-Eleven.
careful.
You
Nothing
waste
else.
your damn money on the sunflower
Jeff,
seeds.
dig deep in there, see if there's a Popeyes bucket in there. Come on.
If you won $30,000 on the scratch off, would you tell
Time
Bozy?
out. Teresa's
No,
not
I
here.
wouldn't.
Teresa's not here, but I got a gift for Teresa. But because Nigel's here tonight,
All right.
I'm going to give Nigel. I hope you like white wine.
Okay.
Or your girl likes white wine. All
He
right.
likes Pinot Noir.
Do me a
She's white.
favor.
I don't know
Jeff,
if you
see
heard
the one with the
that.
green?
I don't
See
know
this
if you heard
green
the
one?
rumor, but my girlfriend.
Nigel
That's
likes
Teresa's. I gotta
his
get
wine
Nigel.
like he likes
Nigel,
his
Merry
women.
Christmas.
Nigel likes white wine.
This is for Charlie.
It is
Jeff?
white wine.
He only goes with white wine.
That's for
I
you,
do
Jeff.
love white wine.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
for
you.
Bobby.
Thank you.
This is white?
And this is for no, it's not white. And this is for
not white.
and this
Why is there a Sesame Street
Thank you,
character
Graz.
here?
no?
Like,
That's Scrubs.
We don't wanna get
That's
into that.
Scrubs. We won't
You
talk
know,
about.
I've
Scrubs.
never even
That's Robert
discussed
De Niro
this
gonna
yet
do the,
since I've-
fight
I've been
scene.
on.
Graz, I'm sorry I'm late. I was actually looking at nude white pictures of Nigel's girlfriend.
I figured you were on
really?
another
So-
radio station in another place or something like that. I figured you were doing.
Well, my name was called, so I showed up like, the Caucasian fairy. So
the Caucasian fairy.
That's been used twice.
Gina Kinjemi Coffin. Hello, Gina. Let me clear my throat. My husband did Hitch. Kevin James and Will Smith are really nice people.
All right, that's a nice
Nice,
way of
that's
saying the
cool.
movie wasn't that good.
Name drop.
No, I do like Hitch. I like that movie.
I don't remember that movie.
Name drop. Oh, Hitch was great.
I don't remember Hitch.
Kevin
I don't
James
remember
really
it.
good in Hitch. He's
Jeff, what's your favorite Eddie
Will
Murphy
Smith
movie?
is the dating expert. What's her name is in that? The very attractive.
You know what it would-
Charlize Theron.
No.
Eva Longoria. No.
No,
what's her name?
Eva
Eva
Mendes.
Mendes.
Eva Mendes. There you go.
I like
Oh,
that.
that was, yeah.
Yeah.
I am crossed.
Oh.
I
I
like
am crossed
her.
between Beverly Hills Cop, Trading Places, and
Beverly
then-
Hills Cop.
it-
Excellent.
Yes.
Wait
Never
a
knew
minute,
that
there
one.
you go. There's my
That's some
favorite
rock
Eddie
and
Murphy
roll
movie.
Christmas.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Like,
Beverly Hills
Did
Cop.
you guys know with
You know how hard
Beverly
it
Hills
is?
Cop? This is some Eddie Murphy
his name? What's
info.
the
You
guy?
ready? So
the guy?
he was not supposed to be in Beverly Hills Cop. Sylvester Stallone was supposed to be in Beverly Hills Cop.
Really?
Yeah. If
never
you
knew that.
look at next time you watch Beverly Hills Cop, look at how they talk about age in that movie. So they said, yeah, it's like it's been 7 years since we've seen each other. Like all those like little innuendos, they were all made for Stallone.
Why
Wasn't
would
made for
Stallone not do it then?
Stallone wanted to do something more edgy like Cobra.
He made a mistake.
So
Cobra was
In
Cobra was
retrospect.
good. I
Yeah.
like that movie.
But what happened
I never
was
saw
that was
Cobra.
the whole
You
thing.
ever saw
Like,
Cobra?
Yeah, no, I didn't
I
see
saw
that
Cobra.
one.
he wanted to do Cobra. Like Eddie Murphy was supposed to be in a
Cobretti.
lot of movies back then.
Am I correct that he just did Rambo again? Is it
Yes, he. Oh, that was horrible.
Was it horrible?
Yeah, he
you
went up-
saw it.
Yes.
Now wait, I want to ask you for
Okay.
your show. That
The
you
other
do,
one was cool.
Yeah, I
How
watched
many
it for
movies
sure.
do you watch? How many movies do you watch in
Like,
1 month?
In a month.
Yeah, in about a month.
So if we do 4 shows in a month, we watch about 3 shows a week, 3 movies a week.
So you go to 12 movies.
I go to 12 movies.
So now do you pay one price and then skip?
I pay AMC. AMC has like this little thing where it's like you pay $20, you can see 3 movies a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we do stuff on either Netflix or we do stuff like in the movie theater. But I pay $20. I get to see any movie I want.
So now, all right. In 2019, your favorite movie that you saw?
Jeez, that's not a comic book movie.
That's not comic book. Yeah, I'm tired of the comic book, and it's not Star Wars, and it's not The Incredibles, and
So he's telling what you
It's
can
not
like.
Pippi Longstocking.
It's been a lot of bad movies, man. Like
how was Ku Klux Klansman? How was that movie?
Black Klansman.
Black Klansman.
Black Klansman.
Another movie he got
I'm
wrong.
like Ku Klux Klansman. Like, and I'm supposed to know it too, right? Like,
And you do know what he's talking
I know what he's trying to tell me.
No,
I'm like, there is no Ku Klux Klansman movie that came out this year.
the Black
Klansman came out
I
last
heard it
year.
was pretty good.
It was decent.
Okay.
It was decent. It wasn't the greatest. There hasn't been any movie that has wowed me in the past couple of, to be honest with you. Like I've seen a lot of, like I've seen the remake of Chucky, which was horrible. I've seen the remake of Men in Black that was really bad.
Is that with the girl?
And what was that? I mean,
That was the worst. Like, I've seen a lot of bad movies.
What
back
about
to
the
back.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood movie that
All right,
I
so
haven't seen that I want to see?
All right, so
Here's
what
how
was
I
your-
feel
what
about
was your-
that movie. I'll tell you my.
So this
position
is the Quentin Tarantino movie, in case you don't know. It's called
So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, a couple other people. But my issue with the movie was this: like, it was another 3-hour-long movie.
Oh boy.
Which I was like, they want to make longer on the release.
Yeah, it's just too much,
So
dude.
it was
Break it up. Who cares? People watch miniseries in a day. People watch 10 episodes of a show on Netflix in one motherfucking day, but then bitch about a 3-hour movie. I don't get it. You
That-
just
It better
binge
be
watch
really good.
19 shows in a
Yeah.
row.
My-
watch the fucking Irishman.
my issue only is like, I don't want to do it in a movie theater.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't go to the
Well,
movies.
yeah, so
It's
like
that,
so Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was Leonardo DiCaprio was amazing. Brad Pitt was great. I didn't like the Sharon Tate character, the one that was supposed to be like murdered by Manson. Like this is basically loosely based on
Charles Manson.
Right.
And there are parts of it like that, but nothing ever happens with Sharon Tate. That was my issue. My issue was they, just like Inglourious Bastards or whatever other movies that he does his own spin on the movie. So I felt like
So he changed the original story.
he changed the story, and I felt like Sharon Tate was an afterthought. I felt like
Wait a minute, he did this story on the Manson murders, but she doesn't get murdered in it.
I can't say that because that's giving away what happened.
Well,
in
yeah,
the
I'm never
don't
gonna watch
tell me that,
Right.
but no, like
None of us
just
care.
like
Well,
he
Charlie
has-
cares.
He has. I do care. I don't
I
even
know.
let the
You watch-
Thursday night.
You watch football
I
games
know.
on DVR.
rewrote-
I can't imagine you want somebody telling you the end of a movie.
yeah, he
No,
rewrote
God
the
forbid.
movie basically.
Nigel,
Yes.
he plays fantasy football. So we're watching
That's
the
cool.
we're
I
watching.
play fantasy football too. Don't let these people shame
Anybody-
you.
No, we're
Don't
not
let
shitting
these
on you.
people Shame you.
We're not
Who's
shaming
in
him.
there?
Mahomes is my homeboy. All right,
Who's in the
I
fan-
watch football. Damn it!
Are you in the championship
You're
this
missing the
weekend?
point.
You're
No,
missing-
I didn't play this
I
year.
am in.
Hey,
let me tell
I
you a
didn't
little bit.
play
I am
about-
in.
Time out.
I
There's
have-
a time out. There's a reason why I'm saying it. We're watching the Dallas game last Thursday night,
God.
and he has all these guys on his
Cowboys.
and
Why
he-
did you do that
and
to
he
yourself?
and he
Have Zeke.
DVR'd it.
Zeke.
You DVR'd it.
Steve
I'm giving
Summers,
him partial score.
You know who Steve Summers is from WFAN?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get him on the phone for
Okay.
a second. Hey, Steve.
I'm a Cowboy fan, and I didn't care. I was
partial
watching the damn
score.
thing.
Steve, you there?
He was freaking
Yes,
out.
I think there's a time for a partial score.
So he would go in and go.
All right, so there's a partial score I got coming in for you right now. It's 20. Hello.
So he would come in during all the show, and you would just see the blood drain from Charlie's face.
It's 23.
That's hilarious.
Little did
It
they
ends
know
in
the
a
whole
4.
time that I didn't give a shit what the score was. I just cared how Zeke was doing.
was
So
doing.
I was just like,
I knew-
31. Please let it be the Cowboys. Please. So I'm in.
But it wasn't.
Yahoo.
So let me do a little humble brag here.
Okay.
All right,
brag.
I'm in 5 fantasy football leagues.
Are you winning any of them?
I am in 4 championship games. This week.
All right. So
Congratulations.
how much?
championship
How much?
You
do
are
you-
going
That's
to be
impressive.
exhausted.
So the first one is a $200
Would suck to lose all
entry,
4.
14.
Be like the Bills.
Hey.
In one day.
Time out. How much do you have? Let's do it quick. I don't want to hear all of them in individual. How much did you invest in all 5 leagues?
I'd say $600.
And how much could you win if you win all 4 of those championship games?
$4,000, $4,500.
So then you did
about.
well.
Yeah, sure.
So even if you win 1, you get your money back.
You made a good
I
deal.
already got my money back coming in. If worst comes to worst, I come in second. I already doubled my money in every league. I want the fucking nuts.
My buddies-
I don't really do it for the money. I want to win the fucking. I don't. I
Right.
care about.
I do
the
it
money.
for. I don't play for money. I do it for the trophy.
I want to win that fantasy football.
Did he just say he wants nuts?
I just heard that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wants the nuts.
I heard that
Charlie
also.
wants nuts.
He wants the
I
nuts.
got sunflower seeds, not nuts. that could work. Jeff, honestly,
I'm in it for the nuts.
honestly, you could have gave me the $2 and whatever you spent for this, because like I didn't win shit.
Damn.
Apparently, Charlie is sexually
been a
fluid
very-
too.
I know.
Well, the little Latin lady said, "Good luck," and that automatically means it's a loser.
A gentleman by the name of Keith Seriamello. I don't know who he is. Seriamello says Keith Hernandez looks terrible. Ken Pichelle said this. I swear to God, I've never seen him on there. He says Keith Hernandez looks terrible. Ken Pichelle did.
That's funny.
Ken Pichelle said, did somebody say Mahomes? Wrong Govs radio show because they have a football show here. With
Well, we
Steve
talk a
Belanger.
little fantasy football here. On,
We
on
talked
the
a little
radio.
bit, yeah.
I've brought up football many a times.
We know plenty of football.
I'm telling
they
you,
don't
I
like
can't
you
wait.
talking.
Natalie
This
Myers,
weekend-
Charlie Myers' sister, says that Nigel's girlfriend is either white or Spanish. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. She probably looks either one. It depends on what day of the week.
What do you mean?
I don't have any pictures of my girlfriend on my Facebook.
Damn, that is foul, man.
All right, so
Not one?
I got a sheet that I said I was going to do some form of show prep
Okay.
on here.
I want somebody to elaborate on why Keith Hernandez looks horrible.
Well, two people tonight have commented that one, you looked not very
yeah,
enthused,
I don't look enthused. I better start drinking.
and then 2, you says you look terrible. You look very skinny. Are you going to drink wine?
Skinny?
Yeah, you look skinny.
I wish somebody tell me.
Everybody's worried about you. Is Bobby okay? Greg D. Filippo wants to
Bobby
know.
looks
Bobby
great.
looks
Bobby looks very pale tonight.
They're trolling you.
I look pale. Chill,
listen.
Nigel's here.
Natalie,
From the Gallo family.
I'm not pale, my girlfriend.
Natalie Myers wants to know: is Bobby okay? Should I come in there?
Oh.
She wants to say hello to you.
Hey now.
I don't think I'm all right. I better get down here.
Greg D. Filippo wants to know, Bobby, you seem to be very, very down tonight. Is everything okay?
Bobby's fine.
I'm fine. I just can't get a word in edgewise here anymore.
Charlie smoked.
Charlie smoked a big fat one before we got here, and he's
that-
interviewing Nigel like he's on 60 Minutes.
So, are you finished with the interview?
So, Nigel, tell us what holidays will you be celebrating in 2020?
Yo, that's the weirdest question. Like, honestly, and I'm not being a jerk about this, but that's a question a racist would ask.
Yeah.
Are you legitimately opening this bottle?
You know, if I
want this bottle?
win
You want this bottle
$22,
open?
I'm giving none of you none of this.
None
I
of you
was
is
just
none
curious.
of this.
That's all. God forbid I ask a question.
Any
you know,
other questions?
What holidays do people of color celebrate in 2020?
Probably Juneteenth.
Oh wait, hold on. Here's a legitimate question.
Okay.
Do it in
All
your
right,
movie
you ready?
voice.
You ready?
Do it in your movie voice.
I got a real
I
question.
was wondering, how many pairs of sneakers do you own?
Good question.
Oh, no, they're kicks. Go with kicks.
I don't know.
All right, Nance, can
I've
you answer
never
that
said
question?
the word kicks. And I do have plenty. I've ordered a couple pairs of sneakers in the past couple of months.
Are we doing stereotype
I've-
movie voice?
No.
For every movie he watches, he gets a pair of sneakers. That's what he does.
But I talk in stereotype movie voice. I just bought like 5 pairs
know
of
the
sneakers
world.
in the past 5 months.
Nigel, when you're hungry, do you
In
go
a
to
world.
Popeyes or do you go to Chick-fil-A or do you go to KFC
I go to neither.
or do you go to Boston Market?
Actually, I feel like PDQ has a.
oh
very
my
good
God, my
chicken
kid
sandwich.
loves that
Oh,
fucking
PDQ.
place.
Oh, the tots are
Bosie, you're
amazing.
fucking awesome, bro.
Well, how much
What'd
did
you
you
get?
win?
$75.
No way!
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh, look at
What?
that.
that was supposed to be mine. He switched them.
Oh, wait,
You
hold
wanna
on,
give me
hold
that
on.
fucking coin
Just
you
in
used?
case.
You switched them.
Put his
Just
stream up,
in
put him up
case.
higher.
Just in case.
And
We're
just
having a
in
Me Too
case.
movement. Hold on.
What?
$75.
He switched them. He did it like that. I'm giving you the Gilbert Godfrey voice.
Wait, hold on.
He switched my ticket.
Time out.
Okay,
Hold on a minute. Could you get the helicopter? Hold on. Hey,
Oh,
Gilbert. Al's not here, Gilbert, but we need to do.
No, I heard somebody try to do me. I heard that.
Damn it.
I heard that.
Hi, Gilbert. How are you?
I'm okay. Tell Nigel to find something else to do.
Gilbert, Nigel Fullerton came in. He's been.
He can only do black people.
I can do much more than that.
Gilbert,
So I hear.
Nigel. Nigel likes people.
Hey-o.
Oh,
I'm gender fluid now.
He's racially fluid.
I got nothing to say now. We'll talk to you later.
I'm
Bye,
Ray
Gilbert.
Dolezal. Ray Dolezal.
You know, I never won a scratch off in my life. This is the first time I ever won a scratch off. I'm so excited.
Now you need to split it with everybody on the show.
Oh,
That's
I'm telling
right.
you.
At least you
everybody-
did it with Bozy.
Did you legitimately win $75?
Sure, you get. It says winning numbers 10, and I got a 10 with 75 underneath, right?
All right, well, tell me how much I won.
Holy shit!
Because I didn't win
He
shit.
won $75.
You ain't win shit.
All right,
Yeah,
he
you
didn't win shit.
nothing.
Limo Talk.
Wait, between both tickets?
It's
Son
Graziadei.
of a
Jeff
bitch.
Bosey's here. Nigel Alexander Fullerton is here.
Yeah, I had to do that.
Charlie
do all
Myers,
three
who
names?
never met Nigel,
I
is
do
here.
all three names, yeah.
You do. Okay.
I like
do.
that. I like the Nigel Alexander.
My
Fullerton.
father's from England.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that
My
true?
father's name is Rupert. I'm not fucking with you. My
Jeff.
father's name is
My
Rupert. My father's
Can we-
name
you
is
got
Rupert
a
Alexander Fulton.
wine opener here?
Oh, hold
How
on.
about
I
a
got one
corkscrew?
I got rate something up my. No, I have.
Jeff,
what do you think? I
can you
carry
see
one?
if you can get us a corkscrew?
No, that's all right. Relax.
You don't
Jeff.
have one on your keychain? You look like a guy that has a keychain with a corkscrew
No,
on it.
that's the other guy dressed in black down the hall.
I figure maybe James is
Amazing Jonathan?
No, not him.
You know what? I'm going to go out and get Bobby a corkscrew.
No, forget
No,
about
that's all right. It's okay. I can use a break.
He's thirsty.
I can
Get
use
him
a break
drink.
too, man. I got to piss.
He's thirsty. Let him go get him a drink.
it. Okay, get the corkscrew.
All right, I'm going.
It's crazy, man. Shit.
all right, do
Wow,
mine.
come on.
We're really good. Everybody's scratching their ticket diligently.
That's
the
it.
whole
Time
thing.
out for scratch off.
516-465-3990. You want to give us a call.
You wanna call in and find
GovsRadio.com.
out what
Yeah, call
holidays
in.
Nigel will be celebrating. Give us a call.
I love the fact.
GothamGoldGraz.com. Hold on, Jeff. Govs.com. Nigel, give him where you're at.
Yo, you can find me on Instagram at @NigelFullerton_ on Instagram and Twitter. My website is www.nigelfullerton.com.
GoodTimeCharlie.com, correct?
Nope.
No, what is it?
Uncle Charlie Comedy on Instagram.
You got that wrong too.
I follow
Holy
back.
shit! He gets every fucking thing
He's
wrong.
Watch
the-
me get the one right. Ins41.com, correct? It's still up. It's up.
All right.
All right. Blue Room 138 on Twitter. If you want to talk to Richie, right?
Sure.
Blue
This
Room-
sounds like football plays.
at Blue Room 138. If you want to say hello to Richie. Jeff Bosey, where are you?
I never talk.
Cardboard box behind PC Richards.
No. What's your Instagram or your
What are you,
Twitter?
Instagram? What am I, 12?
What do you mean?
Hey, man. people
Listen,
have
I'm on Instagram at Gotham Gold Graz. On Twitter, I'm at Gotham Gold Bus. On Facebook, you can see us at Gotham Gold Graz and Govs Radio.
You
And check
got to
us
be on
YouTube.
Instagram now because that's where followers happen.
Oh, that's kind of
Well,
creepy.
what's happened is
That's where the followers
we had
are.
Artie in here a month ago. Artie Lang came in.
Name drop.
And
What do you say?
Wait, Artie Language? Oh, I wasn't here.
Was
that
his
night.
nose here,
Well,
or
no.
did it leave
okay,
before him?
his nose was not here. But here's
Okay.
the funny part about it: we were doing a simulcast.
Not really funny.
We were doing a simulcast where we took one of these mics and stuck it on the on the stage over there, and we were doing some stand up. We heard Jeff Bosey. we heard Bobby Inzarello.
Can you cue the sad music, Rich,
as
please?
Charlie Myers comes in. All right. As Charlie Myers starts to do his act, who comes down the hallway and comes into our studio? Artie Lang.
Okay.
So we proceed to do a 12-minute interview with Artie Lang while Charlie Myers does a 7-minute skit,
So-
his best 7 minutes in a long time.
My real
Okay.
passion is
Breaking news, another winner.
No way.
All right.
Graziadei, $2.
Limo Talk. Graziadei won $2. Who's this? Hello, Limo Talk. It's Graziadei. Who's this?
It's Teresa frickin' Farrell. How are you, man?
Hi.
Hey,
Good morning.
what's
Good
happening?
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing? I'm loving all the testosterone around that table. I'm watching all your pecs. I'm watching your chest move and your body's moving. How you doing, Nigel, my man?
What the fuck show are you watching?
Miss you.
I miss you too.
Hold on,
Where are the pecs?
Miles McIntyre is watching. Mike Nicolia is watching. Tim Greco, Ken Pichelle,
Mike Nicolia is
Dana
watching.
Ironside from San Antonio.
Ooh, Mike Nicolia. He's full of zest. I don't know if you guys know this.
Well, he's also
I don't know if he's very zesty. Like this time of year in winter, he's
zesty.
very zesty.
Got a lot of
I
zest.
smelled him one time. He's zesty.
All right, well, Mike is one of my
He is.
closest friends, Nigel.
Oh,
so,
he is?
so when he comes in, I go, "It's Mike Nicolia."
Ah, that's another guy. If you say his name 3 times, he'll probably show up to your show, and he'll rename it Comedy Zest.
I love the fact that Nigel thinks that white people are magical.
Usually it's the black people
He
that
was
are
actually
magic.
talking very highly about you.
Oh, he was?
Yes, yes.
Did he?
Yeah, we go.
I feel like he doesn't like me.
Well, he and I got in the car on Saturday night, and I took him into the city. He had a gig, and I was going to work, and we started rattling off names.
Yeah.
And I said Bobby Inzarello. He goes, "I'm Nicolia."
So
We're just
Nicolia.
talking about comedians. So I go, "What do you think of Bobby?" He says, "Extremely talented. He needs to go to more open mics." Then I go, "Charlie Myers." He goes, "Extremely talented. He needs to go. He needs to work."
Needs to go to less open mic.
He said Nigel Fulton, hard worker, extremely funny.
He said that?
Yes.
Oh, thank you,
He
Nicolia.
did.
Did he say-
He also. Well, go ahead.
What did he say?
He said. I think that Mike he thinks Comedy Zest might be a little racist. He goes.
No, I don't think it's racist. I don't know what the fuck Zest is.
It's a soap. It's soap.
Zestfully clean.
It's
You're not
nice.
fully clean until you're
He's a
zestfully
good guy.
clean.
No, he's
There
like,
you go.
He
I
talks
just
very
like-
highly about.
I
it.
just like fucking with him. That's
No,
all.
I've got. He was one of the first guys that's ever been on the show.
Oh, nice.
Matt Aravallo and Mike
I love.
Nicolia were
I
my-
love Matt Aravallo.
My two guys that
Yeah.
were my
Well,
first two
Based
guys
on
here.
Graz's track record for the day, he probably has it all confused. He probably said that you sucked. He was great because Graz is on the calling them men to boys and mutant ninja teenage turtles over here.
No.
Like
Oh,
you
my
couldn't get a
goodness,
name right, fucking all day.
I got it
so.
right.
What is
He's
he,
talking
dyslexic?
highly of you, right?
Oh.
He
Whatever.
might be.
Don't do that. Don't
yeah,
spread
don't
rumors like that.
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
not Theo from the Cosby Show. That's the only dyslexic person I know from TV.
The dreaded dyslexia rumor.
We want to watch this room get all spiced up in 2 seconds.
Ooh, some more zest.
What do you think about the impeachment? You have anything to say?
Oh, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
That was funny because I was in a diner last night.
Wait. Let's just preface this.
Yeah.
You have a diehard Republican and a diehard independent right here. So you got
Oh.
you got a Bernie
to preface.
and a Trump
Well,
I'm Switzerland and I think he's
I'll
a
tell
Trumper.
you this right now. I don't like political parties.
Okay.
Oh, I don't either, really.
I don't really subscribe to either one of them. I think they're both full of shit.
Thank you.
I feel like everybody's pointing their finger. Hey, you're corrupt. You're corrupt. Like I feel like it's a pissing.
That's all our
match.
government does.
That's all it is. That's
all
all
they
it is.
do.
That's all they spend their time
Because
doing.
all this impeachment
Thank
stuff,
you.
like it pisses me off. Because the impeachment stuff is like, oh, I'm checking into Joe Biden. Well, we're checking into you for checking into Joe Biden. Like it's like
Right.
you're pointing finger. You guys are a bunch of kids. But I found it funny that he was on stage and he was doing his rally, and all while the impeachment process was happening, and he's just going in, and nobody's tapping him and say, hey, they just impeached you.
I don't.
He doesn't give a
He
shit.
doesn't
care.
He doesn't give a shit.
I know
He's
he
going to
doesn't.
win by
I
a.
totally disagree. He definitely gives.
He does not give
No,
a
he
shit.
doesn't.
He's an
He doesn't.
egomaniac. He cares.
He is.
No,
That's
he
the whole
doesn't.
point. He is
He
an egomaniac,
cares.
and he
Trust
doesn't-
me.
He believes in his own heart that it's like nobody gives a fuck about this.
Hot
And-
take, I don't think he tweets all the stuff that he tweets.
I don't either.
Hot take. He's on there constantly.
No, I don't think he
If,
does it all
if
either.
it's not him, he's somebody else. They're
Somebody is tweeting for
they're,
him.
they're
I don't
on
think he
there
does it either.
constantly.
He's like, hey, tweet it like this.
I think he's giving the phone to Barron and letting him do it.
No, he's too dyslexic.
So what's your take on it? So
my take on it?
yeah, is who's winning?
I don't. Oh, the election?
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump won again.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Honestly, for right now, if we're going to talk about just Democrats, just in general,
And I'm not being racial here, but what do you find from your friends and everything else?
my friends.
You're
the
non-white people.
Your
So,
black
okay,
ones,
all right.
Nigel. We don't care what your white ones think.
We'll do my
Sorry,
black
What are they
Sorry,
ones.
saying
I'm a
in
great
the
interviewer.
hood? What are they saying in the hood?
Yeah. What's the hood like?
We'll do my black take, then we'll do the actual take to what it really is. If you really want me to speak for all black America,
yes,
we believe white men have been getting away with murder for years. So if Trump is going to go back in office, he's definitely going back in office. It doesn't matter what it is. People don't care about the impeachment, to be honest with you. If you ask any American, they don't care about impeachment. They don't. The issue is that we care. We're a system that cares about who's likable, who can I trust more than this person, who like do I feel comfortable with. And the problem is that Trump's personality is something that a lot of people have gotten used to.
We talked about it all the time.
Right.
Me and Bobby. 8 years ago, we were dying. We didn't want to see Hillary with bark.
I don't like Hillary Clinton.
But what I'm saying is, we didn't want to see a robot come up there.
Right.
And now we don't have a robot up there, and everybody hates
Well,
it.
see, here's the thing. I don't like.
Not everybody hates him.
Not everybody.
Not
but
everybody. But I don't like him as a man.
Only people that watch the news.
My issue with him is different from what everybody else's issue. I don't care what he does in office. I don't care about the lies that he says or whatever he wants to like fabricate. I don't care about all that stuff. My issue is I don't like him as a man. I haven't liked him since Central Park 5. So like, my issue with him is deeper than everybody else's issue. But if we're going to talk about who's the worst of all evils, it's hard because they're all bad. Like, it's just a bad
But he's
decision.
not a politician.
He's not, and that's the problem. I'd rather have somebody who's qualified as being a politician rather than having somebody who is a millionaire. Because here's the thing. We're talking about, these politicians are corrupt. Well, you think a billionaire cares about your feelings?
No.
You think the politician does?
I think the politician knows how to play politics better.
Yeah, but he's just lying to you.
Exactly.
He's
And
lying
so
to you.
is
Brad.
the billionaire.
You're just buying the
Yeah,
bullshit.
but so is the billionaire.
But the billionaire isn't playing
They're
the
both
politics.
bad. They're both bad.
No argument there.
But see, here's
No
my
argument
issue.
there.
My issue is this.
So what changes? What changes?
Here's the thing I want to say first. First, I feel like we found out how the sausage is made. I feel like in America we found out what's going on in politics. Before 20 years ago, 30 years ago, we didn't have news media telling us what's going on in the news. We just said, that's the president, that's who we're going to follow. Now that we found out how the sausage is made, now we're more critical of who we pick as president. And that's why you have people saying, I trust a politician. You haven't been able to trust a politician in the past 50 years.
50? Try
More than
250.
I could say that too, but I'm not that old.
Well, I mean, there's only been one president that I really.
Who? I want to know.
Wait,
Reagan.
Greg DeFlobo
Reagan?
says, Graz, are you sure it's okay to get Bobby all riled up? He's looking like he might need the defibrillator.
Is Teresa still on the phone?
No, Teresa hung up.
I
I can't even
about to
talk.
say.
We started
I'm
talking
like
about
stuttering.
politics.
Teresa
and,
was always good for a compliment for Bobby. I was going to lift him up with a Teresa
Yeah,
compliment.
we kind of
She
went
thinks
things
she hung up?
She thinks you're the cat's
Teresa,
pajamas.
call back 516-465-3990. See, but I think they're all full of shit.
They
And-
are.
and they're all fighting with
Of
each
course
other.
they
And
are.
nothing's
They are.
getting done.
Nothing's
and we
getting
are a
done.
laughing stock
We are.
across the
Our government does
Let
nothing.
me tell you.
You
the
know
one-
what? I'm going to tell you. Trump has done a lot, and you know something.
wanna hear-
the
I wanna hear what he's done.
The numbers of unemployment in every background.
Can we talk about that?
I mean, come
Can we-
on.
So I just want to point these figures out because these are real figures. I Googled them myself because I keep hearing the talk about what Trump has done for the black community. So I've heard this stuff, right? So I actually looked at the rates of unemployment from 2010 to now, right? 2010, we're after the recession. Unemployment is at 16.5%. This is in Obama's term. This is Obama right now. 2010, high, 16.5%. At the end of Obama's term, it was at 8%.
So it went down about
So
8.5.
right now, it's at 6.5.
So it went down 2 in Trump.
So it went 2. So yes, it is the lowest it's ever been, but it was trending lower. So it's kind of like, hey, this.
So
is,
they both helped it.
yeah,
Okay.
basically.
So great.
But
That's good.
But I feel like when he says what he says, it's misleading.
You got to remember something too. During the
Well,
Bush
but
years,
he's making a factual statement.
It's a factual
the
statement,
Bush
yes,
years
but
were a disaster.
they were.
They were a fucking disaster.
They were.
But that
And
war was
that's
that
why
war was a disaster.
Our entire economy collapsed under
Right.
this man. All right, he was spending money. He was going out of his fucking mind. He was no Republican ever did what he did, spending money ridiculously, and he fucking destroyed the economy. He did. All right, so it had to rebound. It
Right.
had to rebound.
It had to.
But as far as what Trump has done, as far as him doing exactly what he said he was going to do, that he promised, as what
Where's
he
my
ran
wall?
on. Well, who's stopping him?
He said
Ask the
nobody could stop
Democrats.
him.
Let me just
The
make.
Democrats stopped him.
He said
Democrats
nobody could
stopped him.
stop him. He said he has
Yeah, but
the
you,
money.
I don't think he quite understood that it has to go through
He
Congress.
doesn't understand a lot of shit.
But he has to, he wanted to do it. It's the Congress said
Listen,
no.
listen. Let's just break it down. Here's the simple.
And they are building a wall.
Wait.
Oh, they are
hold on,
building
hold on,
a wall.
Okay.
No, the wall is being built.
Where's the pictures?
Oh, it is being built.
Where's the
Where?
pictures? I just want to.
On
If
the
you're
Mexican
building a
border.
wall,
I don't know where
On
the
the
pictures
Mexican
are.
border.
I
It's not
need.
built
But
yet.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're building something, he said several times he's building the wall. The wall is being built. He said this several times. I have not seen a picture.
Oh, no,
I've seen the prototype
He has
of
put
what he wants to build.
They have put spikes in the ground and run police
I
caution
have-
tape across the entire border.
I-
You can't get through it. Can't fucking get through it. I'm telling you.
I couldn't even go back and forth with
Police
him.
line,
When he
do
said
not
police
cross,
caution
and it's
tape.
upside down so the Mexicans can read it.
This has gone to a whole new level of racism.
So you can't fucking get in. You can't fucking get in. It's police tape. You can't fucking get
He's
in.
gonna
It's-
kick all the Mexicans out and make more Chipotles.
Chipotle. Why not? Why not? He's gonna invest in the Chipotle. Come on.
But the whole thing with the impeachment is this. Okay.
Okay.
You can't. It's what he did. You're not allowed to do. I don't care if you support him or not. All of us have rules that we need to live by. When I've broken the rules in the past, I've been the first person to get in trouble for it. Anyone else I know, some people get away with shit, other people don't. But if you break the rules, there's repercussions to breaking the rules.
What rule
So-
did he break?
There you go.
He
Well,
just
you know-
asked on tape. This is the other thing.
Well,
let me
I
just
don't
let
wanna
me just
talk
make
about
this
Trump. I
point.
just wanna
This is the
go
thing that
for it,
blows
and I
my
wanna say
mind. I
something.
used to think when I was a little kid, I was like, people could bullshit
That there
all
was
they
a
want,
Santa Claus.
but if somebody
Fucking Rudolph had a red
but
nose.
if you
Rudolph did
have
have a red
if
nose.
you
Jeff Posey
have
was
somebody
funny.
on tape, if you have somebody on tape, it's going to be hard for people to deny something that they see on tape.
The president
okay?
of Ukraine even said he never said any.
But he's a
quid pro
comedian.
quo.
You believe a comedian?
Who?
The president of Ukraine is a comedian.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing is,
He said he was never pressured.
Even this has
The
been
guy
going on.
who
Did
you're
you been
saying-
going
Did
on
you
for 200
hear it?
years?
I know.
I just got a
wait,
question.
maybe I'm off.
This has been going on.
Did you
Maybe.
hear the conversation? Like, did you hear what he said to the president of Ukraine? Did you hear it?
No one has
Wh-
got this
wh-
tape.
who's-
No.
who's heard it?
I just want to.
Nobody heard the
Have
actual
you-
call.
Do you guys know what Clinton was impeached for?
For
Lying to Congress.
about
a
the
blowjob.
about what he
About
did.
his relationship.
Perjury and obstruction of justice.
Right.
Yeah, those
Perjury
are the two
is
things.
serious.
I found it interesting that two of those things happen because I feel like our president keeps saying this should never happen to another president ever again, and I'm like, but wait, this has never. He said
The charges against him are bullshit.
yeah, and I get it, but he said this should never happen to another president. I feel like he's playing victim because it's happened to other presidents.
My only problem with him right now,
Yeah.
is shut the fuck up sometimes.
He needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Nixon.
if he wasn't so blatant
What did you
about
say? Like
everything.
Nixon?
Because my issue
The
with
reason
him,
they're going after him is because they want him to shut the fuck up.
if he shut the fuck up, he honestly people would call him a better president.
So do
They
you
would.
just think that this transcript is just fake? Do you think they just
I don't
like
think
made
that
it
it's
up and they
fake.
lied? No, I'm just
I
wondering
want-
what you
it's a
think.
bullshit charge. It's not even a real charge.
Honestly, I don't think America cares about impeachment.
I'm just,
Yeah, you know
I'm
what? They
just
care about the
asking
money that we
about the simple
Charlie,
fact
they
of
care
it.
about the money that was spent on the impeachment. We're
I'll be
spending
right back,
billions.
'cause I gotta
Where you
Billions.
going? Where you going?
I gotta piss.
Right, not to mention
Nigel's
the
gotta go
other.
do
You think
pee-pee.
it's fake? Do you think the transcript is fake or not? That's all
Yes.
I'm asking. You think
Yes.
it's fake?
Oh, it's bullshit.
Okay, well, if you think it's just total bullshit, then you got a leg
The,
to
the,
stand.
the
It
transcript
is.
doesn't say that he
The
ever
Russian
said
thing didn't work.
they
right?
tried that.
So you think
Billions
this
on
is-
that.
Okay.
Right? Billions on that. No evidence. Zero. Zip. Zilch. Not even close. Right? So what other choice do they have? They have nobody else that's going to even come close to beating him.
There are people
What
who
other choice do they have but to make up this theater that they know is going to go nowhere anyway?
Here's my take on it. Hold on a second. Bill Clinton got impeached, okay? Bill Clinton fucking hates Donald Trump. The Clintons hate Donald Trump because he beat their girl. They beat Hillary, right? So Clinton, with this little stain against his name for what he did, right, would love to see that stain against another president's name, especially Trump. That he at least got impeached. They did him that favor. They did him that fucking favor where they voted to impeach him. Why'd they wait till the Congress switched to all mostly a Democrat majority? Because they couldn't get the votes prior to this. They never would have got the votes prior to this. Now that they have it, they want to make sure that they get those votes in on a bullshit charge. It will always be on Trump's name, nor does it, not that he cares, that he was a president who was impeached.
By the way, without due process...
Nothing.
Okay,
but
zero. A Democratic-led investigation where nobody's let in. We're just going to perform it over here in the corner.
Total joke.
You guys stay over there, and here comes the vote.
It's very sad. If you guys think that transcript is just fake and
what
made
is the
up,
transcript saying?
It says when he talked to the president of Ukraine, congratulations on your big victory. Hey, listen, do you guys want your Javelin missile defense systems? Yes, you do.
Didn't say that. That's not a quote.
Did you
Do
read?
you don't think this goes on all the time where somebody says,
I
"Oh, by the
know
way,
it
you're gonna
does.
get this, but just do me a favor, get me some shit on
But
Joe
I'm
Biden."
just- the thing
big
about
deal,
the
big fucking deal.
That's great, but the transcript thing, like, if you think that conversation never happened, well, then fine, he should have.
Garbage.
But if you
Garbage.
think that's a legitimate conversation and that's real, you're not allowed to do that.
It probably somewhat went down like that.
I'm going to stay out of this conversation because I don't want men with black bags coming in here taking me in a van. Yeah, that's not happening.
It's just a matter of. It's just a matter if you believe that the transcript is
I
real or
believe
fake.
that it's a zero. It's a zero issue.
So
I
then
really
you
do.
guys have every right to have beef. Me, I believe that the transcript is legitimate. That's just my belief. I could be wrong.
Bottom line is this: though.
I could be wrong.
So
but
what
if it
if in
is
a private
legitimate,
conversation that
if it
came
is
up?
legitimate, what he did is not allowed, and it's an impeachable offense.
It is
if
not
it's
an
legitimate.
It's not.
If it is legitimate, you're
Listen.
not allowed to ask a foreign power to investigate
Until
a rival.
until this
for
investigation,
political
quid
gain.
pro quo, I only heard on fucking from Hannibal Lecter. All right, until this. All right, quid pro quo, Claudius. That whole thing.
Yeah.
That's all I ever heard that word before,
Yeah, quid pro
and now I'm
quo.
hearing it over and over and again. And it's like, what did he do? All he said was, and I've done this. I would do this. I would do this anytime. Do me a favor. I'm going to do this for you, but I'm going to tell you what. Can you do me a favor? Can you do this for me?
But you know you're
Big
not
deal.
allowed to do that, though.
Big deal. Big fucking deal. Happens every day.
But you could with that
Happens
logic,
in the business
but
world,
Bobby,
happens in the political world, happens everywhere.
with that logic,
You gotta
could say,
whistle
you
blow.
know what? Hey, robbing a bank. I needed the money. I could just go in there to rob the bank.
he's not
Hey,
robbing
you know,
any
rob the
bank.
bank.
Not
But
even
I'm
a
just saying.
comparison.
If
Not
it-
even a comparison.
If somebody says it's a law or a
It's
crime
not a law.
or whatever you want to call it, if somebody says it's against the rules and it's a legit rule and you break it, you have to pay the repercussions of it. That's all I'm saying. Just like
Either way,
anything
listen.
I've ever done.
All it is, it's hearsay right now. It's a motion for impeachment. It's not going to happen. You need 2/3 vote.
Right.
In order to go ahead and
They're
get
at a
impeachment.
point.
Where are you going to go ahead
they're
and
at
get
such a
40
point of a
Where are you
standstill
going to
now.
go ahead and get 40 Republicans?
Not 40.
You need 40.
No, there's 100 senators, so you got 100 people voting. You need 67.
You need
people,
2/3 vote.
2/3 to say that he's guilty, and most of the
Look, he's
most
not
of them,
going to.
Are Republicans, you're not going to get it. You're
Not
not going to get it.
I know that.
So
It's a total waste of
And-
time.
Waste of time and
the
waste of
Democrat-
energy.
my point is, the Democrats knew
you
this
go.
going in and wasted the
They knew
fucking
it.
time
Oh,
and
God,
money
they knew it.
for
Absolutely.
3 fucking years and haven't done
Absolutely.
a goddamn thing for the people of the United States of
So-
America.
Absolutely.
But
Right.
here's the thing: how could you let a guy blatantly? You don't believe he broke the rules,
No,
but
no,
but if he did,
There's nothing.
how could you let a guy break the rules and just have no repercussions? Like they didn't even want to impeach him because they knew it was never going to go through the Senate. But at the same time, you can't just let a guy be unchecked because then where does it stop? If he does this that's against the rules and we don't call him on it, what's to stop him from doing the next thing? That's why there are rules. That's why we enforce them. I don't get what the I've been taught this
Because
since I'm a little kid.
you're coming from the premise that
that he
hold on. You're coming from the position that he is unequivocally 100% guilty. That's your position.
my position is
And
that
that's-
transcript's legit.
Fucking your
Nigel
transcript's
Fullerton
legit.
coming
Look at
through.
And he's
Nigel.
Look at this. Nigel got a couple of glasses and an opener. Hot damn.
No, not an opener. Because
you want some wine?
Well, somehow it got open. No, they're all gone.
Yeah, I have some more.
To me, knowing flat out that it was going to go nowhere and still going ahead with it was a complete waste of taxpayer money.
It is.
Yeah. All right, Nigel's
either way,
back.
listen.
We got a Christmas toast coming up. God
All right,
bless
listen.
everybody. God bless us, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
God bless everyone.
Go ahead, Bobby.
God bless everyone.
Happy,
we love you, Nigel.
Merry
we love you.
Christmas,
Happy
Happy
holidays
holidays.
to whatever you
Yeah.
celebrate.
The holidays that Nigel is going to celebrate in 2020. I want to God
Jeff,
bless.
that was one of my questions that I was asked. What holidays are you celebrating this year?
In a very long-winded
God.
question, right?
Maybe 4th of July? I don't know.
Hey, these things happen. You never know. Like you got Arbor Day coming up.
Arbor Day's
Yeah.
huge.
Grandparents' Day is pretty big.
So what do you think about the billion-dollar swoosh on the Yankee jersey? The Nike symbol.
I hate it.
I haven't heard one person that said, all right, now wait a minute. Charlie's a
It's
diehard.
not just the Yankee
Charlie's
jersey.
a diehard Yankee
Every
fan.
major league team is going to have the swoosh on their
Yeah.
jersey this year.
Okay.
Every one of them.
So that Nike swoosh is going to make Nike
Every team.
$1 billion.
Not going to make them $1 million.
It
They're
says-
paying $1 billion.
They're paying $1 billion to put it.
What?
To
You
put
know
it.
what's funny?
What?
They've done this in basketball for years.
Yeah,
know.
but I know but baseball's never
Baseball's
had that.
different.
Only 2 years,
I know
I think,
baseball's
right?
different. That's
Baseball's
why I'm
different.
pointing it out.
You know
Over
what? Though? You know what's
100
fucked up? Over the name of a baseball team, it almost looks like a Spanish accent. You know, like on the end.
Yeah.
There's that the accent.
Enya.
Right.
The
That makes
best,
it-
the
Peña,
best
Peña.
advertisement on a basketball jersey is the Bumble one on the
The
Clippers.
Bumble one or the Wish.
Yeah, like the Bumble, like
Yeah, but
your
in
dating
baseball,
app.
it was like a
Yeah. How far away are we now from having a car wash
Sacred
sponsoring
ground.
a team on the back?
Yeah.
Chico's bail
See, I don't
bonds.
want to see
Chico's bail
Chico's
bond.
bail bonds on the back.
It's
of
coming that way.
You guys always go to the extreme. You got
Yeah, I
the
know.
you got the
No, but
doomsday
come on.
preppers for
true.
baseball.
I don't wanna-
It's just
I
a swoosh.
I don't want
It's just a swoosh.
Yeah, but
Not
I-
just the swoosh.
To me,
Pretty soon it's
No.
going to be Pedro's hand car wash.
Yeah,
Not just
yeah.
the
now we got a
Canarsie.
swoosh. Now it's
Hand
going to be
car,
this.
hand car.
It's going to look like a billboard.
Time out, but
It is.
It is, but it is.
It
It's
is.
graffiti on the Yankee uniform.
You're going to see Mets.
It
You're
looks
going to see on the
weird.
Mets
It really looks
jersey.
weird.
you're
Cats
gonna
and
see
dogs
the guys that are
living
across the
together.
street. You
It's
know,
terrible.
What's that?
Well, the swoosh is above the end in New York. It looks weird. It just really looks
It's
weird.
the Metes.
But I tell you what,
Los Mets.
but you
Los
can't
Mets.
blame.
I
But hold
haven't
on.
seen it. Can you
Who do
pull
you
it up?
blame though?
I blame Rob
Capitalism?
Manfred from the commissioner of baseball for
No,
allowing it.
wrong. Who do you blame?
I blame the players because it's so fucking ridiculous how much money they get.
Thank
I
you,
really
Bobby.
do.
I was going to say
Correct answer.
capitalism.
Wait a minute. What did you?
yeah,
I blame
wait,
capitalism.
I did say
Time out.
capitalism.
Why,
That was
why do
my
you blame
answer.
the players on that?
I blame the player. Well, not necessarily the player himself. The player's looking out for himself. He's trying to get the most money he can.
Okay.
Okay, but the contracts in baseball are absolutely
They are.
astronomical. And I'm not talking about Garrett Cole.
How does Garrett Cole get
Get
$325?
$325
That's the
million.
extreme. But you're looking
That's
at other
extreme.
guys that are like journeymen getting like $10 million.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, guys
That's
that
why-
suck are
that's
getting
why if you listen to a
15, $20
Yankee
million
game-
dollars.
Can
If
I
you listen to a
indirectly-
Yankee game
And
every
It's
LeBron
out-
is only
Time out,
getting
out
of
15
control.
a year.
Don't everybody talk at once. Go.
Sorry.
Yeah, but if you're sitting there, you're watching every move they make now on a ball field is brought to you by someone.
Oh,
All right.
you listen
Called-
to the Yankee games.
You look, and that called to the bullpen.
Can I
Earlier,
change my
15
answer
minutes,
to-
Geico and
No. That's the 15th out of the game.
The 15th
Every
out
Yankee
is-
game
yeah,
is the
but it's by
15th
guy-
out.
is-
They
the
do
first
Geico.
pop up to the catcher is
Yep.
brought to you by Budweiser.
The
Get
guy gets
fuck
hit,
outta
he
here.
gets injured. They say this is sponsored by Cedar Sinai
on.
Cancer Center. Yeah, the guy's sitting on
Listen,
a floor.
I remember as a kid watching Yankee games, and what did I see in the outfield? I saw blue padding.
But wait, but
That's
that's
what I
how it
saw.
always
What
was,
was that?
Right?
But wait a minute,
With
you're
a couple
wrong.
of numbers
no,
on
you're
the
wrong
fence.
because
No, I'm not
if you
wrong.
look at the old time stadiums, the back always the where the home run was, the wall was always plastered with
No,
advertising.
not a
all
Yankee
over.
Stadium.
Valentine beer,
back in the
Valentine
third- yeah.
beer,
In the 80s,
Peels
yeah,
in
I
the
used to
80s.
love
in
that.
the
No, those
50s.
are billboards, though.
Yeah, but that's advertising. So
not
they're
on the
getting-
wall.
they're
not
getting
on the
money.
field.
I don't think it should be
I
on
mean,
the
your
Yankee.
whole scoreboard is blasted with it
Everything.
now.
I don't
Listen,
think
the
it should be on
fact
the Yankee
is,
jersey.
that's it.
I mean, you
All
can't even
that
go to a
matters.
All
ballpark
about
and
the
not
money.
remember the name of it anymore because it changes every couple of years.
I'm going to change
Right.
my answer to who's to blame to Colin Kaepernick on this one.
Oh, God. We're
I
going
just-
there now?
No, I just
Is it
figured
because
I
I'm
just-
here?
Why is he to blame?
I don't know. They blame him for a lot of shit. I figured this would be
I
a
don't
good
blame
one.
him for anything.
My
He
only
is-
gripe with Colin Kaepernick is his fucking haircut. I
You
can't-
don't like that.
You know what my gripe with Colin Kaepernick is?
Uh-oh.
He had the NFL on his side, and he decided to make
Right.
it a racial issue, and now they hate him again, and they don't want him around.
Well,
He had a
and you
chance
should.
to be a backup. He had a chance that the NFL was going to set up a workout for him,
and they could have had 20 or
He
30
shouldn't have
teams
changed
there.
the location.
He
I don't
changed
know
the
why he
location
did
with
that.
40 minutes to
Why
go
did he do that?
because he wanted to have.
Because obviously you represent every black man in America.
So here's me
now I can
representing
just ask you.
every black man in America. This is how I feel independently. I can't speak for all black America.
We're gonna have to force
I gotta
you.
tell you, we've gone on a lot of issues tonight.
I know.
I don't know what to do. I think the system's in shock over here.
I think so too. So basically, how I feel about Kaepernick from what position? What happened just recently, or just like in general?
What's
the whole
your
thing?
general take on it?
I feel that with him, I feel like he should have never lost his job because I feel like there's more rapists and murderers in the NFL than there are people who are just trying to better their community.
How are you bettering your community though by sitting down kneeling for the national anthem? I don't get it.
So here's the thing. Why did he kneel? We keep forgetting why he kneeled.
Police brutality.
Social injustice.
So that's the reason why he wanted to.
Police
he wanted
brutality,
to get you guys riled up, and have a conversation about this stuff. You guys weren't having a conversation, so when it actually happened and it was something that made you upset, that's when you're like, okay, this guy, I can't believe it. You're treating him like all the other overpaid athletes, rather than somebody who's trying to say, hey,
Could have done it some other way.
He could have. You're right.
Right.
You're right. He could have. But this is
Don't
the way
do
that
it
he
at
did
your,
it.
Don't do it at your job.
Yeah. Okay. Like
Right, but
Bobby
why
said,
did he do it there? Why did he do it there?
You don't do it with the national anthem, especially when a lot of
You're
people.
You're not
militarily.
supposed- right.
Militarily,
You do it-
people take real offense.
But
to that.
but what
again,
else
you
could he
did
have done
ask.
to raise that kind of awareness? Like
He-
what?
Go to-
what,
go to
What would
Congress.
you have suggested that
Go to,
he do?
go to Congress.
Do
Go
you think
affect
that would have
change
got
in your
the,
own
Do
community.
you think
could've
that would have
said
got
it-
the media coverage that kneeling for the anthem did?
I don't. Yeah.
Okay,
It
maybe
made
not.
it all-
But
Just
you know
as
what
a,
it did?
Hold
From a
on.
marketing
Can I
standpoint.
answer
It
that,
made it all
please?
about him. That's what he did.
Thank
Made
you.
it all about him.
Thank you. But instead, it was about him. He could have done that quietly, which a lot of people do, and
Right.
you don't know about. But it was a lot easier for him to do it in a forum where he knows he's going to get a lot of
He
attention.
wanted his name on
He's
this.
going to get a lot of attention, remember.
Right.
Not,
Well,
not
he's
the
also
cause.
the one
him.
doing it and leading the charge. So yeah, he's gonna get a lot of attention from that.
But here's the thing: what happened with this whole thing is got blown out of proportion. It wasn't Kaepernick per se. Kaepernick was doing it for like a whole season until Trump said something about it. It was when Trump said
No, that's
something.
not true.
No, that
No,
was
that's
way
not
before
true.
that.
No,
That's not
when
true.
Trump said something about it, it brought more light to it.
Jeff
No,
Posey,
Trump
is
said
Jeff Posey still here?
that the commissioner of the NFL should stop this kneeling during the national anthem.
And that was way after it was already an issue.
Right. going on
it
for
was
a long
already
time.
going on. But understand, he didn't play for half of that season.
Yes.
I know because I had him on my fantasy team.
Exactly.
But the funny thing is, after that all Trump said
Nigel
what
was
he
so
said,
pissed when he kneeled. He was like, "Motherfucker, I got playoffs next week."
Come on, he wasn't that good.
Stand up.
Actually, that season, the last season that he played,
One good season he had.
after that season when he was like kneeling and everything, he actually did have decent games. He was hurt after
he
the
was
Super
playing
Bowl.
all right.
He was playing all right. He was giving me points. Like, and I was like, I
Listen,
didn't understand why.
That
He was
guy
still
could play in the
losing.
NFL right now.
No, he was still. No, I'm
definitely
serious.
could.
Like he was definitely putting up points. The problem is that the team wasn't good as well. But my whole take on the whole thing is this: like, there could have been a different way that he could have done this.
Well, no
right?
question.
There could have been.
But-
Yeah,
But
many.
here's where we are now. My issue is that with this whole thing that happened now.
The wide receiver got signed from the workout. That's where we are.
Excellent.
True story.
Well done.
It's
That's
true.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I-
wide receiver
I
that
think-
was in that workout
Yeah.
Good hands.
is signed. Yeah.
I
the
think-
guy was good.
I think he
Soft
went about it.
hands.
I think he went about it wrong. I think you can't change the venue the day of. If you
That
have
was
people
ridiculous.
40 minutes.
right,
That was
like
stupid.
you basically played into the hand of the NFL by not
Yeah.
Giving
you
them
should've-
something.
Gave him
He
an easy
should've
out.
never
You
given
gave
them
him.
nothing.
You gave him because either
Easy
way,
out.
but
Come
it was
here, Jeff.
it was a lose-lose situation because either whether he went with everything they said or didn't, they're going to go see he didn't want to play or see he's not good enough. So either way,
Right.
Well, I'll
And
tell you,
that's what
I
he
could
did.
name 5 quarterbacks right now in the NFL that he's better than. He
That
could
is
play
true.
better than right now.
that is true.
Right this second.
He's better than
Right,
Fitzpatrick.
He's better. No, he ain't. No, he
I
ain't.
don't know about
He
that.
ain't better.
He's a
better
mobile
than
quarterback.
David Blau.
First of
He's
all-
better than Duck Hodges.
Can I ask a
He's
question,
better
though?
than
Fucking, there's a couple of guys that he's
Yeah, but-
definitely better.
But wait a minute. But wait,
Do you
when was
want
the
that on
last
your
time
team?
he
I don't want
played?
that on
When
my
was the
team.
last time
I don't want
Kaepernick
that-
played in
that-
a game?
2017, right?
2017.
Have you seen
Two
Have you
seasons
seen Duck
ago.
Hodges play?
No, it was more than 2
Hold on.
seasons ago.
2 seasons ago. So how can you say he
I thought it
would
was
be
16.
better than these guys when he has? You haven't seen him play in 2 years.
Because
It's
some
been-
of these
it's been
guys
more than that.
are really, really bad.
More
Listen,
wine.
No, but
I'm
you
not,
don't know.
I'm not an NFL scout.
Right, but
I could.
you don't
I,
know how Kaepernick is right now. How would he be in a game? You have no idea. Haven't
My
seen him play
issue
in
is
2
how
years.
come
I think Colin Kaepernick is Lamar Jackson. I think you're looking his coach, the offensive
Not even
coordinator.
close.
The offensive
He's not
the
Lamar
offensive
Jackson.
coordinator.
even
Hold on,
close.
let me finish. The offensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens was originally a Kaepernick coach, and he had the offense around what Kaepernick was doing and his skills. And now Lamar Jackson has taken it to a new level. The
he's
guy
more
is-
like Patrick Mahomes, I'd say.
that guy is great.
Lamar Jackson is
That guy is
strides ahead
great.
of where Colin
I like
Kaepernick ever
Mahomes.
was.
I like him.
I like Mahomes too.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I
him
love
in
Mahomes.
fantasy. He better do good this week. That's all I give a shit about. But
Yeah, his last season was 2016.
2016.
2016.
Right. So how would you know how good he is?
I'm not
because
saying
I know how bad these other guys are.
I'm saying as a backup.
Doc Hodges has done a nice job.
But I'm saying as a backup.
pretty bad.
If you look at
For
it,
a
David
third-string
Blau?
rookie?
Well, that's
Dude,
the
he
point
had
I'm
no
making.
arm strength. Did you see the fucking
on.
fluttering duck he said he threw
Listen.
against Buffalo the other night? That thing was fluttering.
These
I'll
guys
put
are
it-
bad.
I'll put it
Listen,
in-
Still a
That was a
third-string
Chad
rookie.
Pennington
That was a
bullet.
Chad Pennington bullet.
But
that
I-
thing was fluttering. He's got
Chad
no
Pennington.
arm. He's got no arm.
But here, I'll put it to you like this: the next season in NFL, like 2017, Mark Sanchez was still in the NFL, and we know how bad Mark Sanchez is.
Yes.
Do you saying that that Kaepernick is worse than Sanchez?
No, I'm saying that Kaepernick drove himself out of the league by what
trying
he
to think
did.
what other teams.
Well, you know what?
Sanchez is where he
That's
belongs
what I
right now.
think.
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
I think he has to accept some of the blame for the reason that he's not playing.
He does.
He's probably better than Gardner Minshew.
Some again, very key words. Some of the
Are you gonna
blame.
drink your wine?
Yeah.
But then my other issue is that we have so many other people who in the NFL who have drug abuse problems. We have so many people in the NFL that have issues with domestic
Josh
violence.
Gordon, number 7 this
Josh
week.
Gordon,
Number 7.
Ezekiel Elliott,
That's in
twice.
Do you want to
sport.
hear? Do you want to hear some
But
real crazy shit?
understand, it's not as worse as what?
Did you hear about Braylon Edwards?
Oh no, I didn't.
No. It's not Braylon Edwards. He played for. Anyway, his girlfriend stabbed him like 8 times.
I think I heard this. Yeah.
He's in the hospital fighting for his life. He gets out of the hospital and he bails his fucking girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Who just
He
stabbed
ba-
him 7 times out of jail.
yeah.
And he's being suspended for domestic violence. now.
Yeah, I mean,
That must be some pussy.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
Amazing.
think about
Wow,
it.
look at you,
Right?
brought up. Huh? That's a
Well,
golden.
think about that.
What I'm saying,
Jesus.
I'm saying all of
He
that.
had to bail that out to go get some of it.
I was saying all that to say, like, we give passes for the rapists and the murderers.
I agree.
And everybody else, but we can't give Cap a pass?
Yeah.
The problem is. Go ahead, Bozy. What do you got to say?
God bless America.
let me kneel. Wait.
So it's like the same situation in basketball where Carmelo Anthony was out of the league for a whole year. And they were saying how bad he was. He's this, he's that. But we have way worse basketball players that have been in the NBA.
Yeah.
He came back and played very well.
And
Reese.
he's playing very well
Playing
right
good
now.
Well,
Right now
his,
he is.
His ego was
His
the problem.
ego was the problem. We all know that.
He's a bet. You know,
We all know
there's
that.
a lot of guys who have supreme skill that can't play because they can't get their head right.
Right.
Antonio
We
Brown.
all know that it's the business of whatever Antonio Brown. That stupid blonde mustache.
This is the thing.
He
You
needs
gotta
better
remember,
friends.
this
He
is-
needs better friends.
This
Have you
is
seen his
Somebody to
mustache?
advise him
Oh
that
my
that
God.
doesn't look
his
good.
hair and his mustache. He looks like Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man.
You know
Yes.
what? I think that the biggest thing that goes under the radar with these players a lot of times is the fact that these guys are 22 years old,
That too.
23 years old. Like you have your head
I'm
up
not
your
cutting any
ass,
slack on
22,
that. But you
23
know what's
years
funny?
old.
You know what's funny?
I still got my head up my
You
ass.
know
What
what-
the fuck
but
you
you know
talking
what's
about?
Dude,
funny?
when you were 23 years old, what were you doing when you were 23 years old? We were nuts. Imagine having $1 million. Imagine having $5, $10
Oh, yeah,
million.
I'm not any
Yeah.
different now.
I would be crazy.
What are you talking about?
But I asked this question, and because I wasn't around then, and I think about the only other person that has taken a stand like publicly and risked their job like this is Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's true.
So if this was that time, think about all the stuff that they were saying about
Well,
Muhammad
his was
Ali.
an anti-war thing.
His was anti-war, but think about it. There was plenty of people that were saying, just shut up and play. There was plenty of people saying, no, you're wrong, you're this, you're that. You need to do this. Why are you doing it? You should be fighting for your country because it's America. They hit him with that same.
It wasn't held against him very long, I'll tell you that, though.
He didn't play for 10 years. He didn't fight for 10 years.
No, he didn't go that long.
It was 10 years, man.
He was in the. He was in the. He didn't go in the military, right?
He
But
didn't
was-
go in the military, but he could-
went to a Muslim country. Is that correct?
I
Didn't
don't.
did
He
travel?
did for a little bit, but
Did
he came
s-
back.
Did he spend like a couple of years
He
in a
spent a
Muslim?
couple. He
I
spent
don't
a
think
couple
he was out that long.
He was
Maybe a
out
couple
for
of years.
He was out for a good 10 years. I'm gonna look at
10
it now.
years is huge in the prime of your
That-
boxing
I
career.
know, and he was old when he came back.
But he was kicking
That's why
ass.
he has Parkinson's now because of all the fighting he did when he was older. I'll look it up, but
that was definitely a convenient stance to take because I know nobody really wanted to go over
Well,
to
the
Vietnam and
Vietnam
get
War-
shot and killed, including Bone Spur homeboy over here.
The Vietnam
He
War
wasn't
was
going
one
nowhere.
where people
and I don't
were like,
blame him.
what are we fighting for? I mean, what are we
right,
doing?
but there was a lot of people at that time was saying you should be fighting for your
What
country.
are we really
That's all I'm
fighting
saying.
for with most of these wars? Do we even know?
I think about war, and
I
think
don't
about
even
how-
know.
I think about how fucking ridiculous it always is.
Well,
My
Bush
father
put it-
used to
Bush
say
put us
we're
in a-
fighting them over
Bush
there
put us
so
in
they
a
don't have to
war-
fight us over
Bush
here.
put us in a war that basically crippled our economy and crippled the country. That it wasn't even.
Which was really unusual because usually when you go to war, it helps the
You're supposed to
economy, but
it
it
crippled
backfired
it.
completely.
Did you hear about that? Speaking of Bush, did you hear about that painting that they found in Epstein's house of Bush
hanging himself,
flying a paper plane into two crashed Jenga
Did you hear the one about?
buildings?
Did you know
Oh,
about
you're out of your fucking mind.
Did you hear? Yo,
I swear to God,
Swear to
it's a real
God, and he
painting.
had he had Clinton in a blue dress.
He has
in his
Clinton
in
in
his
a
living
dress.
room.
Yeah.
He had President Clinton in a blue dress. You know, one of those gown dresses.
Yeah, and he has that because he was close
Was there a
friends with
stain
both
on
of
it?
them, and he knows the inside information. Like
Baloney, stop it.
Wait. You
And
know-
I'm not a fan of George
I have
Bush.
a fact check also. It was 10 years. Wow. Yeah, it was 10 years.
But you don't think that
I'm
you don't
looking
think
at it
that
now.
you don't
Where-
think that publicity on
It
Epstein's
was
death
it
is
was
just
from his 18th
totally
birthday,
shrouded. Nobody's talking about
1962.
Yeah, I do.
it. They're just.
I think the Clintons behind
And
the
then
whole
he didn't fight until like 71, 72.
So the two, listen. All I'm saying is that Twin Tower painting with George Bush crashing them down with a paint, and for that to be a painting that Epstein probably spent $30,000 to have done, I am telling you that just raises
Before
a couple
or after
little-
9/11?
After.
Right.
You got to
so
see
it's
this
after
painting.
9/11. So it's his statement. He's making a statement, the painting. Whoever made the painting. It wasn't like it was done before.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't an artist that said, hey, this is a good painting, and then Epstein bought it. Epstein is commissioning these paintings. He's saying, this is what I want you to paint. That's why
'Cause he
Bill
probably hated
Clinton is
Bush.
wearing
That's
a
crazy.
dress. No, he's friends with them. Bill Clinton.
friends with George Bush?
All these fucking bigwigs.
No. He's friends with Clinton, not Bush.
You can't find a pic. You could find pictures of him with Trump palling around talking about.
Yeah,
how-
I saw that.
Of course.
That's He's right, with the-
all these
that's
guys,
not-
the birds of a feather, my friend.
But why are they?
Trump
But why
is a real estate
but
guy.
why are they putting such? I'm asking you, Bobby. Why are they putting such a thumb on this and nothing's getting out? This guy killed himself. This guy had an island that he was running a pedophile, allegedly running a pedophile.
The tapes are
for all
gone.
for all the rich, and nobody. It seems like he died. He hung himself.
They even can't find the tape of the jail cell now.
Right.
I mean,
so
come on.
that's-
it's a joke.
Everybody
it's a
likes
major
me.
cover up.
Because he knew way too much. That's why.
Here it is, Rich.
You want me to close out? I'm sorry.
Merry Christmas.
That's because he hated Bush.
You're what- you are-
That's the Bush painting.
But he did that because he hates Bush.
Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you. You too.
Nice to
Who
see you.
painted that?
Thank you.
Whoever Epstein commissioned to paint it for him, this is the painting.
Yeah, but that's I know. I
But
seen
why
it.
would you? Why would
I
you
seen
paint
it.
that?
But the
Why would he
problem
paint that?
is
Because of the conspiracy theory
Right,
that
he
Bush let
feels that
9/11 happen.
And
that's
that's
why
bullshit.
Tower 7 was never hit with anything and still crumbled to the floor. There's
you really
a lot of.
you really
Nah, it's
believe
all
this?
bullshit. Come
Oh,
on.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. We could talk about that
gonna
after
believe
the
that.
show.
Nigel, what's your take? Well, you know what, Jeff Bosey, what's your take on this?
I feel like I tapped out.
Listen, whenever Charlie starts speaking about his mumbo jumbo stuff, I get lost. I feel like crying in a pillow.
Your chat's probably going
conspiracy
crazy
this.
right now.
What do you think about
Yeah,
Epstein? What do you
Bush
think about? You
that.
never hear about Epstein that he killed
Let me
himself.
tell you something. Here's all the things that I'm going to go through a whole bunch of them. First of all, Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy. Okay, end of story.
Are you sure?
All right, I'm positive. All right, there's no grassy knoll bullshit.
Well, did you
It's all-
see? Did you see?
Wait. I want to hear this.
All right. As far as the 9/11 shit, every day there was communication coming in that something was going to blow up somewhere. Every
Right,
day there
right.
was something else. You had to sit there and try to decipher through it all which was going to be real, which was not. But the bottom line is to think that for a minute that George Bush would stand there and let 3,000 people get annihilated on planes and in buildings is fucking insane to even think that that would possibly happen. It's fucking out of your mind to think that that would happen. This is a guy who's, if anything else, dumber than a box of rocks, yes. But you know something? Very religious guy, legitimately religious
Now,
guy,
if you were
would
watching-
never let
if
that
you're
happen.
I like pop rocks.
If you're watching let's say you were watching Dateline, right?
Pop rocks.
Do you not see that he would have a motive to do that?
Not at all, no. There's no motive to do
What's
that.
his motive?
All right,
I don't know,
absolutely not.
I didn't follow this pedophile shit. I'm sorry.
All right, the other thing.
Epstein,
The other
right.
thing. The other thing is all this shit about conspiracies, what the Sandy Hook and all that stuff, where they actually said that the family was meeting with Obama weeks before the Sandy Hook massacre.
Nah, I don't believe in
No,
all
no,
those.
come on, it was on YouTube.
I don't believe
it was
in
all
all
over the
those.
place. There is no fucking way Obama sat there and said, "Okay, look, we're going to go through this fucking story of this bullshit story that little kids were killed in a school just so I can promote my gun control
yeah,
theories."
that's
Come on,
totally
but that's what they're saying.
Well,
they're saying that was a conspiracy
Here's
too.
the thing. Here's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing
ridiculous.
that I know from not from Sandy Hook, but from the last school shooting that happened in Parkland. So one of my friends was a teacher there, and he was killed.
Siegel?
Yeah, I went to school with him. I went
okay.
to Half Hollow
Dix
Hills.
Hills, yeah.
So I went to school with him. So like, knowing that happened to him firsthand, I know it wasn't a fix. You know what I mean?
No, it's just nonsense to even
Yeah,
say
but,
shit like
but
that.
people say, and like it's hurtful. Like when I hear it, I'm like, yeah, this is a guy I went to school with. Like I know this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I found out, like I heard about the school shooting. That's how numb we are to like all the stuff that happens like in America. Because I heard that there was a school shooting, and I was just like, oh, another one. I was like, eh. And I turned from it. You know, I watched something else, and then 2 days later, I'm on Facebook, and my whole graduating class is talking about, you know, Siegel, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You know, I mean Scott Beagle. I'm sorry, I'm saying
Beagle.
Siegel.
I keep saying
Yeah,
Siegel too.
Yeah, I'm Scott Beagle, but you know, it's just
But
nuts.
people love to turn to this conspiracy theory bullshit.
A lot of times it's not.
And most of the time it's not. 95% of the time, I would say it's probably not. What are we doing here?
They hung up.
Great call.
Thanks for the call.
Hello, Limo Talk. It's Inzarelli. Who's this?
Dial tone.
Try again. We hung up on you.
So let's lighten it up. Anybody got any holiday parties coming up? What's up with the
Well, I got a good
party?
Kwanzaa party happening.
What holiday parties
Yeah.
are you doing?
Hey,
I am-
Kuji Chakalia.
I am booked for
Assalamu alaikum, my
Nigel's
brother.
holiday Kwanzaa party.
the
What day is the Kwanzaa party, Nigel? Tell
The
us.
26th all
Thank
the way
you.
to January 1st, baby.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
that's
there.
My birthday's in between that.
Limo Talk. It's Nigel Fullerton and his Kwanzaa party. Who's this? Hello? Hello? Nobody there? All
Graz,
right.
do you do a holiday party for your drivers over
No,
at,
they get nothing.
they get nothing.
They get nothing in life.
Wrong,
You don't-
You don't take them to a strip club, you do nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
Nah, I'll get them
Zero.
something. I'll get them a gift card or something like that.
Oh, a little gift card. Okay.
Christmas Eve is in my mother-in-law's and Christmas Day's at my house.
Buy
What
him
about you?
scratch-offs.
What about you?
Lump of
Yeah, right?
coal.
What about you, Nigel?
With me?
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day?
Christmas Eve is at my mom's. Christmas Day is at my dad's.
Charlie?
So do you work and have a Christmas party at work? 'Cause
Nah,
that's
I don't
really
do that. I don't deal with Christmas parties and work and stuff like that. That's
Why-
weird.
what do you do
You're
for-
not
what do you do
going
for a
to your
living,
Christmas
Nigel?
party at your job.
I didn't.
What do you do for a living besides this?
Acting?
Oh, yeah?
No, I do. I work in optical.
Okay.
So like, you know, I get
2020 is a big year for you guys.
Exactly.
Wow.
A lot. This the year of vision.
The year of the vision.
Yeah.
So you didn't go to the party?
No.
You work for an eye doctor?
Yeah.
Why not?
OCLI?
No. I've done lens crafters. I've done Vision works. You know, I've been.
You like the guy at the counter that you do the eyes and everything?
I'm actually the guy in the lab that makes the glasses.
This one or this one? This one or this one? Which one's better? That one or
no,
this
that's
one?
the doctor that does that.
This one. Is it this or
One
that?
of these days, I'll tell you about the bullshit that goes on.
So,
with lenses.
but why did you decide you didn't want to go to the Christmas
I
party?
just don't like going to Christmas parties
at all.
Like do you like hanging out with your coworkers drunk?
Nope. No.
I don't like hanging out with them sober.
But
Exactly.
I go and I don't get drunk because I go to show face so they know, like, hey, you know, Charlie.
Hey,
cares
man,
about
look,
us.
I actually work with some cool people. I'm going to take that back.
He works with Mike.
I work
He
with
works
some
with
very
Mike
cool
Napoleon too. So.
He's
No,
does
Charlie
with
does.
zest?
Charlie does.
I do. I work with Mike.
A lot of zest there.
Yeah, a
A lot
lot
of
of
zest.
mine.
So
That's yours. That's Charlie. No.
it's kind of like this. How many of you guys are going to the governor's Christmas party?
We've been invited. I just got the email.
I didn't get the email.
It's the first time we got one in 4 years.
I've gone past 4 years.
Listen, you come.
you wanna know how?
You come part of Limo Talk. You come and hang out with us.
Guess how long I stay?
How long?
I stay like 30 minutes and I'm out.
Yeah.
I go,
That's called showing face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he's
just
got to
show
represent
face.
the community.
Hey, there's only 4 black comics that come to that Christmas party. I know all of them individually.
Nigel Fullerton, Devin Bramble,
Sean.
Brown.
Brown, and Johnny McDonald.
Johnny Mac is watching right now.
Is
Shout out
he?
to Johnny Mac.
Johnny McDonald's never been on this show, but
He wants to do
He
it.
can come on anytime he
So,
wants.
Johnny, you heard that? I got you another spot. How
Johnny,
about
you
that?
come on a Limo Talk anytime you want in 2020. Just so you know, we got 4 shows in January, and after that, we don't know.
He says he's
Contract
watching.
renewal. I'm
though.
going to negotiate a little bit. After January, don't know.
So my Christmas party for work is tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Is that the
it's gonna be,
Napoleon Christmas
it's gonna-
party?
Yeah. it's
Where is
gonna-
that happening?
It's going to be in Lindenhurst, right off Sunrise Highway.
What place?
And it's the place they
Don't promote any other places besides.
You can't
Governor.
promote any
What
other
do
I
you
can't
mean?
tell you exactly
It's a
where it
Christmas
is.
party.
Doesn't matter.
He's not.
It's someplace in Long Island.
Rich
But-
has become a fucking cop to me.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
the hell, Rich? What are you trying to keep me in line?
I can't disclose the
It's a
location.
shithole anyway.
but
Gina
texting me.
for the same point that Nigel make, I will not be drinking at all at
Yeah.
my Christmas party.
Bobby, what are you doing for any Christmas parties, Bobby?
I'm reading text right now.
He's checking to see if he's invited.
Jeff Bosie, any
Yeah,
Christmas parties?
I'm going through my emails. I don't have any invites.
No,
to anything.
I don't get invited to Christmas parties.
No?
No.
What are you doing for the holidays?
Just staying home with the, I got the wife, got the 2 kids. They're going to wake me up and tell me that Santa Claus is real and go, quickly, Santa Claus left me presents. I'm like, oh, shit, it's this day? So.
And you? Brought up extraordinary yawning?
I had the company Christmas party last week.
Oh, nice. How did that go?
Very nice.
Is this a new place?
New place.
Okay. And how
Nice
was
party.
that? Yeah.
Very nice party.
He seems to be adapting very
Hors
well,
d'oeuvres?
Charlie.
Yes. Yes. Very nice hors d'oeuvres.
What'd you have? What was the best one?
I'm
a
Hors d'oeuvres?
big hors d'oeuvre guy.
Stuffed mushrooms, but not
Yummy.
not stuffed with what you think. Stuffed with
Stuffed with
eggplants
his penis.
and
He said
zucchini.
How the
No,
fuck-
no butt bread.
How do you stuff a mushroom with an eggplant? I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
Heyo, that's
was
a very Italian question.
Really good.
Don't
What
type
the
that
fuck
into
is
Pornhub.
And then steak cubes. Ooh. Basically like porterhouse steak in these little 1-inch by 1-inch cubes on a
Nice.
tray.
Were they all
What are they?
equally
Steak?
Steak. Just like porterhouse steak
Yummy.
fucking cubes, little squares of them.
This is
So
a Jewish party?
L'chaim.
It sounds like Jewish food.
It was a sushi bar.
Oh, really? So was it a buffet style? Everybody was up drinking.
How do you
hang-
have little
was
cubes
drinking.
of
Yeah,
steak?
did you-
Well, little cubes of steak. What are we
Little
doing
cubes
here?
of
That's awesome, dude.
Was there any halal?
Oh, God, it
I
was
want
so good.
more. I want more.
But you go for fucking 10 times and
Well,
you put all the cubes
Yeah,
together.
the guy
There's-
kept coming around.
there's a
so
half a
I
steak.
grabbed another fucking
give
cube.
me a whole tray of
Give
those
me another one.
cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
but an
anybody
ice
get-
tray.
did
like an
anybody
ice
get
tray
smashed?
of cubes.
No.
Nobody got smashed. Wow.
Nah,
One of those.
no visible
You
smashes.
get smashed at your Christmas parties, Dan?
No.
Charlie,
I
you
wouldn't
get
do that.
smashed?
I would not. I would not. I've seen a couple of people get really
That
smashed.
is a
I have-
horrible move to make.
I have been smashed.
Getting drunk
back
at
in my
your
20s.
work
I have
Christmas
been at a
party is
Christmas
bad
party
move.
where somebody got really smashed and a lot of stuff happened afterwards.
Oh, of
like a lot of
course.
bad stuff. Like
Wait.
this person's no longer allowed to be around.
I have
people.
done
Are we talking about
I've
the
done-
same story that I
We're
know?
talking about the same story.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we can't talk about that again.
No.
Wait a minute.
no,
Are you
no.
telling me that nobody here has ever been to a Christmas party, let's say in your 20s when you're very young and single,
Okay.
like myself might have been, and done the extreme drunken makeout in a closet
Absolutely.
at the freaking place?
Nobody
has done that?
I've done it.
I've done that at work
I've done it.
retreats.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. You with your coworkers or workers that you met? So another optical place in Chicago.
Yeah.
You're fucking putting your tongue in your ass.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
You're putting your tongue in your ass.
I'm not putting my tongue in my own ass. I mean, that's just like a little bit.
You're really killing a Christmas party game.
That's very gender fluid of me.
By the way, Nigel, it's good that you work for that obstacle place. That's cool.
I had a couple of drinks. Don't start now. We got 3 weeks until we come back.
Change anything.
I didn't know you worked at Safety Swim.
That's how I met my wife's girlfriend.
It's rough. Yeah, I learned the hard way.
Over.
You know what? After
this
that,
is the show that never ends.
You're being paged.
Oh, really?
Yes.
By who? No. I can't read.
Probably the most important person that would page you, in my opinion.
Hey, is it Medea?
Oh, what time is this show? Soon.
Sweetie Pops wants you home.
My wife says, "What time is this show over?"
I got those texts too. That's why I'm waiting.
How nice.
She goes, also wants to know who's the black man in the corner.
She didn't ask that.
Yeah, she did.
It's Patrice O'Neal. I mean, we never addressed the elephant in the room, did we?
Listen to me.
Puns.
I'm gonna tell you a story.
Puns are really good.
All right, hell, I used to do the limo.
Oh my God.
O&A.
I feel bad for you,
dude. I used to watch Patrice O'Neal in person live, go off on different things. It was the best radio I've ever seen in my life.
Have you seen him off the air?
Yes.
He's an asshole. I'm sorry.
He's a bit of a pompous. He was a bit of a, he's dead now, but
I know.
Yeah.
I remember the week that he died. Like
Nigel was smiling.
No, I wasn't smiling. But he's like I said. I used to look up to him as a young comedian. Looking at him, like I watched Tough Crowd. Like I was a big Patrice O'Neal fan because he was a big guy, obviously, and he was a black guy. So I was like, this is the person I looked up to. And then when you meet your people in like real life,
total fucking.
Oh my God! Don't be an open micer around Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Really?
Don't do that. Like
That's what it
I've
was?
seen him shred my friends. Like,
Wow.
and they're like, oh, don't worry about it. It's Patrice. I was like, nah, dude, that's not cool. Like, so yeah, and they used to call me Young Patrice, like around. So he hated that shit. Like he hated it. So like anytime I would see Patrice, I would walk the other way.
Like, is that serious?
Outside of that studio, he's a little different.
Oh, yeah, but he was such a genius. He's a legend.
Yeah,
and you can't take that away from him.
Listen, I tell Bobby all the time. My guys, when I was there, I grew very enamored with Jeff Norris.
Okay.
Jeff Norris is in Jersey.
Yeah.
I loved Jim Brewer.
Yeah, Jim.
I loved Patrice.
Yeah.
I just saw Jim Brewer the other day. I was watching DC Cab.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good movie.
He's on DC. He's in DC.
Yeah,
Cab?
I didn't know that either. But
Not Jim Brewer. I thought
that
Bill
movie's
Maher
been on
is
a
in
lot
that.
he is. Bill Maher is in it, but so is
And
Jim Brewer's got a major role in that movie.
I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Okay.
Because it's been a long time since I saw it, and I didn't realize it was him.
Jim Norton.
Jim Norton's good too. Yeah.
Bobby Collins.
Lewis Black.
Who's black?
Who's black?
Joey
fucking
Pagatone.
I used Joey Pagatone.
No, I'm not.
I used to.
These guys, he knows because he used to listen to Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
like
the guys.
people who are
I know
different
more
like
too.
that, like Lewis Black and Ron White. I like that kind of psycho fucking cop.
Yeah, I like when they used to yell a lot.
Paul Bond.
Sam Kinison was a fucking.
I've never met Paul Bond.
Paul Bond was great. He
So
was
how
great
many
on
years
it.
love
have you
Sam
been in it?
Kinison. I love
You
him.
A
danced.
very long time.
Sam Kinison.
Sam
How many
Kinison.
years is a very long time? What year did you start?
You really want to know the story?
Yeah, I really
I'll make
want.
it quick.
Go ahead.
I started. my first-
11:32.
2003.
I first started comedy in like 2003, and this was like before MySpace, before like social media and stuff like that. So it's hard to get people.
MySpace. He just mentioned MySpace. I haven't heard that said
I
in a
know.
long time.
I know.
Remember that?
I had to call people. I couldn't text them because like texting was like 10 cents like a text. I guess the worst. But I started. My first time on stage was 2003 at the Boston Comedy Club, which was in New York at the time, and I quit like a year later. It's a long story. Like I got on a TV show. I bombed on a TV show. I stopped doing comedy.
What TV show did you
This was, ironically, it was a show on BET.
I figured. What show was it?
It was a show called Coming to the Stage.
Oh, okay.
It was basically like Last Comic Standing, but they were so close to another show that they had called Comic View that it kind of became Comic View.
I remember Comic View. Yeah.
Right. So what ended up happening was I got the worst judges in the world. I got Judge Joe Brown, and one of the judges from
Joe
Divorce.
Brown, the
Guy from the TV show?
Yeah, Judge
Really?
Joe Brown.
Really? He was judging your comedy?
He was judging comedy.
He's funny. he is funny, Joe Brown.
Not funny enough.
Yeah. Oh my God. And like I did really, really awful on the show. I had to hide for a little bit because people knew, like people actually watched TV back then. Like I would go to the gas station. Yeah, I would go to the gas station. They'd be like, "Yo, you that dude?"
You should have been like, "No, I'm Patrice O'Neal."
Bomb.
Yo, what happened?
You bomb, dude.
Nobody
What's
knew who
up?
Patrice was back then.
Yeah.
So this was like 2004. So like I stopped for a little bit, and then I came back around like 07, 08, and I just been rocking ever since. And since then, like I've toured a whole bunch of places. I've done commercials for Converse, for Verizon, Comcast. Like I told you, I have a couple Netflix shows underneath my belt. I have a web series that's critically acclaimed right now. Won a whole bunch of awards with Anya Marina.
Bobby and I want to come on your movie show.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
You want to talk movies?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to talk movies.
All
with
right,
you.
I'll talk to my host and we'll see what happens.
I come in one night, you come back with us.
All right, cool.
Please.
Definitely.
I'm telling you right now, everybody.
You'll get to meet.
Everybody loves you.
You know what's
Oh, do they?
crazy?
And Bobby and I
mic-
like you, and that's all that counts.
First mic I ever did was in about 2002. I was probably 21 years old.
Yeah, but you
so-
stopped,
And
didn't you?
I did one mic.
Was it on Long Island?
No, it was at the Boston Comedy
Boston
Club
Comedy Club.
in Manhattan.
Because
Judge Brown didn't like you
Chappelle
either, did
used
he?
to come in there all the time.
I heard Chappelle used to come in there.
Chappelle, because the guy that owned Boston Comedy Club, was Chappelle's manager at one point.
Okay.
So like a lot of people used to come to Boston, and I always thought it was weird that Boston Comedy Club was in New York. Like that's
Yeah.
the weird. You guys are baseball guys. You know that's
Well,
sacrilegious.
Well,
Yeah,
just
without
like
doubt.
just like the Connecticut
doubt.
School of Broadcasting is in like Palm
yeah.
Beach Gardens, Florida.
That's
you know,
true
like,
too.
And the Jets and Giants are in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's right.
Horrible.
But yeah, I remember the Boston Comedy Club. I remember my first mic that I did there, and woof, I bombed myself.
Oh
so.
man, I bombed my set the first time too.
Yeah.
All right, you know what?
I did
Ready
awesome.
to
That's
go?
all I care about.
You never went to the Boston Comedy Club?
It was the Bozy Comedy Club back then.
Bozy.
You want to put her on? You want to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hold on, listen to this one. Watch this. We can't get in trouble with this, Bobby. Look at this. A live version.
From the American Music Awards 2010. Rihanna, people.
For everybody on Facebook, Ken Pichelle, Gina Kajemi Coffin, Natalie Myers, Greg DiFilippo, Jeff Bosey. Let me keep going. Who else? Well, same guys all the time. I can't figure it out. The other guys are gone. For Bobby Inzarello, Bobby, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you and your family.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
We're coming back on Wednesdays, Charlie. I just want to let you know. I got a big account. I got to pick this lady up on Thursdays every night. So we're coming back on Wednesdays after Three's Company. So I think we're going to be positioned pretty well. So I'm just letting you know. All right? So
Wednesdays.
That's
Wednesdays.
the old Dan Romano spot.
That's correct. Yeah, that's the old Dan Romano.
You were on that show once, right?
They're going to bleep that out.
I was never on that show.
Oh, you are?
That'll
That's
be
the old
bleeped.
That'll be
I
bleeped
got to
out.
hit the dump button.
I do have one show to plug, if you don't mind, Graz.
Wait, is it in the?
It
government?
is!
All right,
It
hold on.
is!
All right, wait. We're gonna go around.
New Year's Eve.
Listen, I'll let her play again. It's my show. I'll let her go again.
Did you make it through the
That's all right, we
Central
got time.
Scrutinizer with the plug you're about to give?
Wait a minute. Listen.
Nah,
Come down here.
Time out.
Come down New Year's Eve.
'Kay.
The Little Room here at Governor's in Levittown. Mike Keegan and friends. It's going to be an awesome time. Ringing the new year over here at Governor's. It's going to be a great time.
Obviously,
Let's
I'm not
go.
one of Mike Keegan's friends.
Hold on. Ken Pichelle is saying, well, crap, why didn't we ask the guest hours ago about what he's done? Because we hung out for 2.5 fucking hours, Ken.
Yeah,
the guy
Ken.
had a good time. Don't tell me how to put my show together, all right?
Yeah.
Watch
Holy Christ.
Roxanne on
And
Netflix.
Ken, I did ask
Hold
him
on,
2
hold
hours
on.
ago.
Oh, Nana. Graziadei.
Wow,
Hold on.
this is like a different one.
Here we go.
Rich is
Here we go. We're dancing. Ken Pichelle is gay. All right. Bobby, I'm allowed to promo this. I know you're not here at Governor's, but you're going to be at Dangerfields.
Oh, don't say that.
You're allowed. It's you. January 4th.
It's you.
January.
It was
January.
always you.
He's allowed. He's my fucking co-host. He's not playing here at Governor's and at the brokerage or at Governor's in Levittown.
I'm going to be the place with a danger.
Or McGuire's in Bohemia. Where are you going to be?
There's a place that's a field, but there's some danger.
All right.
In Manhattan.
All right.
Very well done.
And what date do you think that you might be by that field?
Somewhere
in danger.
It's not on the 10th and it's not on the 12th. It's somewhere in between there.
Okay. So it's the 11th. And supposedly, are you by the FDR? Is it correct? I think it's First Avenue, correct?
It's on the avenue that's before the Second Avenue.
Please, guys, catch Bobby Inzarello if you can. He's a phenomenal comedian. Charlie Myers, you're going to be anywhere?
I will be at the open mic showcase on a Carnival cruise line at the beginning of January. If you'd like to join me, we're going to the Bahamas, baby.
That's it?
That's
nothing, Nothing Governors, no McGuire's, nothing in Bohemia, brokerage?
I'm actually putting together a whole new act, and
oh boy,
I'm working on it.
All right. Nigel Fullerton.
Hey,
anywhere?
So, I just performed tonight.
If you missed it, sorry.
Listen, you come back. You come back and visit us.
If you guys want to see some of the things that I've done, go to Netflix. Type in the movie Roxanne.
Okay.
I'm also in
Instagram.
I'm on Instagram at Nigel Fulton _
Keep going.
You can also catch me on the Get Down on Netflix. And yeah, that's it.
I hope you had fun tonight.
I did have fun.
Charlie, where you going to be? Good time, Charlie?
Carnival Cruise Line.
All
I
right.
told you.
Bozy? Nothing, Bozy, except for New Year's Eve. The Little Room, New Year's Eve. You know what,
With
Jeff?
Mike Keegan and friends.
We might come visit
and
you.
I'm not Mike Keegan's friend.
All right.
I'm not invited.
Either am I. For Board Up Extraordinaire, Richard Zarelli, Merry Christmas, Richie.
Merry Christmas, Graz. Happy New Year.
For Bobby and Zarelli.
I'll be in Farmingdale, by the way.
For Charlie Myers, for Nigel Alexander Fullerton, and for Jeff Bozy, we wish you guys nothing but the best health, wealth, and happiness in 2020. We thank everybody that's listened to us, and we hope you join us January 8th. We'll be back Wednesday, January 8th for our first show in 2020.
Oh, by the way, my daughter just graduated college, and guess what college she graduated from?
Adelphi.
No. Farmingdale College.
Farmingdale College. Oh! Mazel tov to your daughter.
Mazel tov. We're doing mazel tov.
Congratulations. Aunt Virginia, I love you.
Amanda, great job.
Uncle John, give me a call. Amanda Inzarello, you did a damn good fucking job. Let me hear it. Is she going to come up one more time? Come on, Nigel. Me and you. Let's dance. Pull your pants down, Nigel. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Jeff Bozy, New Year's Eve. Rich Rader, Mike Keegan. Anthony Graziadei is not going to be there. Here we go. Bruno Cappolo's watching. Here we go. Graziadei. Nigel Fullerton's gay. Here we go. One more time, Nigel.
I mean, it is true. And my girlfriend's wife.
Graziadei.
He's sexually fluid.
It's 41 is gay. Good night, folks.
What holiday?
Who cares? Good night. God bless. For Greg DiFilippo in Tampa for helping us out for the last month, Greg. You're a great guy, and I appreciate it very much for the help. We'll see you on January 8th. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas, Kemper Show. We love you. See you soon, folks. All right? Good night. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. See you in 2020. God bless.